So if I could do it in a decently efficient way, then I'm down with that. In like a short amount of time.
Makes some sense.
How are you
I
guys?
feel like I could do it at home, but I don't know what exercise I'd do to do it at home.
I think whenever you're thinking about changing exercise schedules, you should talk to like a personal trainer first, because they're actually going to know what's good for you. And then you take what they say and you do it at home. Or you get them to write schedules up for you that you can do at home. Especially when it's high intensity stuff, right? Because you can really fuck yourself up if you misjudge it.
We were just saying how much we were looking forward to the games today.
Ah!
Ashwin's a sleepy little boy. That's why he's talking about going to the gym.
Oh, I see. I'm just reading the headline here, and this I don't want to get political here for a moment. I just want to appreciate this headline. Ukraine launches strikes on Snake Island. That's really the name of a place. Snake Island.
Snake Island was that place with the battleship that said like "fuck you" or whatever to the Russian.
Yeah, Snake Island.
I can't remember.
Mini Island.
Like,
yeah, they did say, yeah, get to fuck your ball bag. It was something along those lines.
Yeah.
Does it have a lot of snakes? It's been known since classical antiquity, and during that era hosted a Greek temple to Achilles.
Well, that sea is big in Greek mythology sometimes, and that whole area.
So it's reported.
Troy was in Turkey, wasn't it?
Well, isn't it just supposedly? It wasn't actually, was it, Troy?
Troy, as far as we can tell, was a place, and there is archaeological evidence of there being a very big city that was destroyed in either war or fire.
5 seconds remaining.
So we could reasonably say that the Troy happened. It's just Homer, who wrote about it, was many hundreds of years after the fact.
Made a bunch of shit up.
Making up.
Did they just
whatever
not have writing? Like, what happened?
So the Battle of Troy was in the Bronze Age, right? That's how far back it was.
Wow.
And after the Bronze Age, there was a Bronze Age collapse.
Wait, it's in the Bronze Age like 5000 BC.
Remaining.
Yeah, basically. This is as far as we can tell. There's a lot of debate.
The Bronze Age was
Greek
3,300 BC to 1200
Right.
BC. So it was
these
5,000 years
around
ago.
before or just on the dawn of the Egyptians.
Yep.
No, the Egyptians were around before 3000, weren't they?
The Egyptians, I think. I
Maybe
don't
they were
actually know.
4000.
But yeah, writing did not really exist, or if it did, it's in a script that we don't recognize. We have some examples of it. We've managed to translate one language from that time, but not any of the others we found.
5 seconds remaining. Radiant
A unified
team
kingdom was formed in 3150 BC. But that might not be like the first Egyptian empire.
Neolithic Egypt. The Nile has been a lifeline. Thank you for the sub. The Nile has been the lifeline for Egyptian culture since nomadic hunter-gatherers began living along it during the Pleistocene. Traces of these early people appear in the form of artifacts and rock carvings. Along the Nile in the 12th millennium BC, an Upper Paleolithic grain-grinding culture using the earliest type of sickle blades replaced the hunter-gatherers. And there was cattle herding as well.
No, I mean like a unified empire, not
Right.
not.
The
not
oldest
like-
known cattle remains, which I would say is the start. Once you have cattle, you have a civilization, I think.
I don't know. I mean, that isn't that just the start of agriculture.
Right, but that, I mean, but cattle requires two forms of agriculture. It requires you to grow a field and to then keep cattle on that field and to work
I don't know
them
if that counts
or
as
eat
an
them.
empire because then like fucking.
For the
any old
time,
village-
dude. For the time,
I
they were
mean-
way ahead of everybody else.
Yeah, but just
You were talking
because
a king.
I'm just. What?
You're talking like a king or an empire or like a proper, some kind of like hierarchy with like
Proper government.
a
I think,
ruler and a
civilization.
government and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, if it's just like a village, I mean, fair enough. Villages were big for the time, but it wasn't.
Okay.
You still wouldn't call it an empire.
So
There was, yeah.
the dynastic
Inhouse
period
flags
is what we're
me.
talking about.
Sure.
3150. Egyptian tradition. Menes, thought to have unified Upper and Lower Egypt, was the
seconds
first
remaining.
king. This, Egyptian culture, customs, art expression,
5
architecture, and social
seconds
structure were
remaining.
closely tied to religion, remarkably stable, and changed little over a period of nearly 3,000 years. It's amazing to think that ancient Egypt was the way it was for longer than we've existed in modern times by such a long distance.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
10 seconds remaining.
Well, it's like the pyramids are older to the Romans than the Romans are older
Yeah.
to us.
Remaining.
Every civ starts with agriculture. Huns start with animal husbandry. Well, that's quite right.
Makes me like wonder, like if
In-game audio, real
if-
quick.
if-
In-game
if
audio.
if somehow Egypt survived as an empire,
Mm.
like if they didn't collapse, like would we just
Dire
be
team pick.
like hundreds of years ahead in the development of stuff?
Starby149 just resubbed for
Every
73
time like
months.
Yeah.
an empire
More
goes
than
down,
2
it
years
feels like
on.
you
In
take a
here,
step
still
back,
amazing.
A small step back.
I mean, it's definitely, if you think about where the Romans were at in terms of advancements and things that had not been happening for the preceding thousands of years, they pretty much nailed a bunch of
10
stuff.
seconds remaining.
Then the empire fell apart and you had fuck all for some
5
time.
seconds
Like
remaining.
there was no dominant civ, if you like. It was a lot of stupid wars, and all the improvements that came about seemed minimal by comparison. If you think about the difference between, let's say, I'm sure Bob could give an exact date, but let's say that the end of the Roman Empire proper was that like 750 AD or something like that? Was it earlier than that? I think it wasn't long after that the
Depends if
Romans
you're talking
properly
about
fell apart.
Eastern Roman Empire or the whole
it goes into
thing.
like the what are they called? What did the Constantinople? That was the Eastern, right?
The fall of Constantinople was 1450, I think, which is the.
But that was the Byzantines,
sort of the end.
wasn't it? When the Byzantines were there?
But they are an offshoot of the Eastern Roman Empire,
I
which
see.
is because it split into West and East, and then the West collapsed when Rome fell and eventually turned into the Holy Roman Empire. And
Right. Which had
East
nothing to do
lasted
with
till
Rome.
1450.
Like,
No.
weirdly
No.
enough.
I think it just had the Pope's blessing. Is it a team or party? I can't remember.
It's the bottom one.
Team ban.
Whatever the bottom one is, yeah.
Team.
Radiant
Okay.
team ban.
So the Dark Ages, as I understand it, is not a particularly cool reference point for that era. I can't remember why, but as I understand it, it's kind of outdated.
Dark
10
Ages
seconds
is
remaining.
it's always complicated because they lots of Dark
5
Ages have
seconds
occurred
remaining.
because, as you say, technological advances happen, empires form together, and then they collapse. And in those collapses, people lose progress, they split apart, and lose track of knowledge and the ability to share knowledge. But they weren't like suddenly stupid.
Right.
It's just they stopped writing down what was happening.
Also,
Plenty of advances could have occurred. It's just no one wrote about them.
I also wonder if part of it is referring to it as the Dark Ages.
10
I mean, it's very
seconds remaining.
Eurocentric because we don't know what was happening everywhere else. Might have been their golden age.
5
I mean, the
seconds remaining.
Dark Ages in Europe lasted, fucking up until like I guess the Romans were about.
the Enlightenment.
Like, became about. Like we were just a bunch of fucking noobs until the Romans.
I mean, I wouldn't even call that the Dark Age. Like, the Dark Age was post-Roman Empire and pre-sort of Enlightenment. So there was a good
Yeah.
several hundred years there.
When is it meant to be? Is it like 600 to 800?
The Dark Ages? I think it's
Yeah.
called that because it was really fucking grim. I mean, the Dark Ages is a term for the early middle.
Dire
So it was
team
after the fall of the Western Roman Empire. It's characterized by marked economic, intellectual, and cultural decline. The concept originated in the 1330s with the Italian scholar Petrarch, who regarded the post-Roman centuries as dark compared to the light of classical antiquity.
10 seconds remaining.
So they're saying that.
5
When was he
seconds
saying it
remaining.
was? I think he's just saying that after the Roman Empire, everything sucked for like ages. Until
From a Greco-Roman sort of tradition, that's why they're called Dark Ages. But as
Right.
many people in chat pointed out, lots of other cultures were not in a Dark Age.
That's what I
when the
said. I
Greco-Roman-
just said that.
I know.
I literally
but
just said that.
Clarifying.
But then we had the Enlightenment, and I mean, of course, we're going to be European centric. Do you think Chinese history continually refers to how things were going in Europe We didn't really interact back then. This was a long time ago. We had the Silk Road and that, but it wasn't like we were on the fucking internet chatting to each other and had reporters embedded in China. Christ.
Ironically, the Mongols did more than most civilizations for spreading and connecting people, because they conquered so much so quickly.
People, Plague. They disconnected them, their heads from
No,
the rest of them.
They did disconnect their heads from the rest of them. That's very true, but they were so dominant that every land they conquered was peaceful for travelers, right? Because no robbers are going to be out on the roads when the Mongols are around.
Damn right.
And they had sort of early forms of passports, which were like trinkets that anyone could use to travel around their empire.
Wow.
And they brought together lots of scholarly traditions, so it's famous that their religion was not very organized.
Here's my question, Plague. Why did the Mongol Empire fall apart? Was it when the Khan died? Was it like the Great Khanate in Stellaris?
They had a requirement. They had a requirement that all of the members of the Great Khan's family had to return to the central land of Mongolia to decide who the new Khan would be. So every time they spread out and take new territory, the Khan dies, or everyone has to track back, and they lose all the progress they make. And eventually they split into different Khanates because they couldn't agree, and so that they could stay out there and keep conquering. So they split into different Khanates, and over time those different Khanates form their own traditions, and Mongol Empire slowly disintegrates. I believe the last direct descendant of Genghis Khan was still ruling an area in sort of 1800s.
Wow.
Who could claim a direct descendant to the Mongols.
Because I know as you go east in Russia, like, what is that place? Hold on, let me just look up. I don't want this to turn into a history chat, but I do love this shit. Let's go scrolling east. It's called... I'll get there, I promise.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
It might be Yakutsk. I watched a vid about the frozen east of Russia, and it's so cold in the sort of north during the winter that it's like minus 60 and shit like that. Like, you may as well be living in the North Pole.
Yeah.
And they have all their markets are just open air, and nobody bothers having fridges. They just basically hang stuff outside. And the fish market is like, you better like frozen fish, because they catch the fish, hang it up in the market, and it can hang there for weeks because it's frozen absolutely fucking solid. But every single person there looked like they were from a part of China. Like, nobody looked like the Russians in the West. It was really unbelievable. Yeah. And that is all like the Mongols swept west from China, right? And they came all that way.
Yeah.
So that's the reason that you still have these people that look ethnically Chinese in Eastern Russia.
There's some really funny stories of, like, the Mongols. They wanted to decide which religion was best. They couldn't choose, everyone's deciding their things. They brought representatives of all the different major religions together and then had them argue. So there's stories of the Muslims and the Christians teaming up to scream at Buddhists in front of the Great Khan to try and work out which religion should be adopted across the empire. It's massively entertaining, the Mongol Empire.
The empire stretched from Korea to Poland, good lord. Well, this is the Tailhavers versus the Society Livers. But does Lion have a tail? He does have a little stumpy thing, I think.
He's named after a creature that has a tail. That's close enough.
But Chaos Knight's horse has a tail, but he is the hero, surely. He doesn't have a tail, but I believe Lion does have a little stumpy
does he actually have a little stumpy
tail. We can have a look in, but I'm pretty sure he does have something. Also, this will mean Laniro is not playing Crystal Maiden. Which is like...
Has Crystal Maiden been... Oh no, they're just not capable of picking it. Is Laniro a CM-only game?
I have only ever seen Laniro play CM, to my knowledge. It's like, I've queued with him a bunch of times. He's a good lad, so I added him on Friends because he's a nice lad. Chucked him on there. Blam! First pick CM every single game I've ever seen him play. And does it well, so we'll see.
I mean, I'm never going to criticize a person for one hero spamming. It was basically my reason for existence in Dota. So I understand where he's coming from. You just feel comfy. Just a pleasant little. It's like putting on your nicest socks. You just settle in.
I think the difference is when you one hero spam the hero that can essentially win the game for us, people don't mind. But when I one hero spam Prophet, apparently that's a big deal because it's definitely not capable of just winning the game. And there are definitely heroes that if I'm up against, it's basically over for me. And I think
it's less
Spectre
one
is
hero
Nero,
spamming that annoys the lads, and it's one role spamming. Because Harry in particular is really bad for his. Harry only plays POS 4.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking frustrating because he's not going to be doing much. Like from the POS 4 role. He's not an aggressive, exciting gamer. He's a laid back, enjoyable person to play with. But you're like, oh my god, can you just try something else? Just a taste of something else every now and then.
I've seen him play. I've seen Hoz play carry a few times. But I don't think he enjoys it. I have.
No, because... No, I don't. You got to be a real certain type of person to enjoy POS 1.
I love mid. I've really enjoyed playing mid in the morning streams, but I like POS 4 because I've figured out a way to try and win the lane for my 3. I need to work on everything after that. That's the problem.
I think, yeah, it's really hard to, for all roles in Dota, it's really hard to transition, right? Because every time, let's say you go mid to help him secure the rune. That's a really good play to make.
Yeah,
it's super important for your mid laner. But what if you misjudge it one time and your POS 3 dies?
Right.
And then suddenly your POS 3 is like, what are you fucking doing, you idiot?
Don't shoot me. Exactly.
What are you doing? And then you start thinking, I don't want to be flames, because no one wants to be flames. So you don't make that play, because a mid's never going to notice if you don't help him secure the rune, because no one expects it.
Right.
So it's like you do get punished sometimes for trying to be helpful.
I mean, the reason I like playing Prophet is because I can TP to help other lanes, and I can TP to help the mid, and I should do that to secure the rune. That's definitely a thing. But with not having a stun against a lot of mids, they don't give a shit. Like, the most you can do is deny it.
It's also that, like, when you're playing with us, you'll generally be playing against some divine players and things like that, and it can be quite scary to go in a core role when you know you're probably.
That's the other thing. I'm thinking if things are hanging on me to really start a fight and land all my spells against divine players, it's probably better if I'm playing a role.
The drafts, like...
They're alright, actually. These are some reasonable drafts. I
mean, we have an ogre, so obviously.
Yeah, apparently so. Where's he been? This is the tail hammer.
Maybe he got a bird.
So let's have a look at Lion. Pretty sure he has a stumpy little tail.
We'll have to go to the zoom in mode to see.
I'm looking.
I'm not seeing tail.
Me neither.
On who?
I'm trying to flick him so his loincloth flicks up.
Yeah. I could have sworn he had a stumpy little tail.
There might be cosmetics that give him a little.
There might be. It could just be tucked into his loincloth.
Obviously, as Axel has proven, 1 in 3 people have a tail themselves.
3 months. In here's night.
I don't see a tail back there.
No, I'm not seeing a tail either.
I'm looking right up that crack.
Lion, Dota. Let's see if the default model has a tail. I'm not seeing anything on here that implies he has a tail.
30 seconds.
I'll ask them.
I think Hoodwink's tail is enough for at least 2 people. I mean, look how many polygons is on that thing.
It's very fluffy, to be fair.
Well, you say it's not themed, but all their other heroes have tails. Front tail, tailbone, it's hidden. Fucking shocking.
The battle begins.
Well, we do have four dragons on the on Dire's team.
That's true.
Shaq with the Jakiro ogre skin.
We've got Jakiro. We've got Ogre with the dragon. So that's 4. That's 2. A two-headed dragon is a two-headed dragon. 2 dragons. They refer to it as a two-headed dragon, not two-headed dragons.
Is a Siamese twin 2 people?
First of all, I think they're called conjoined twins these days, Ashwin, you gnoob. And second of all...
I don't know, mate. I don't keep up with the fucking news on conjoined twins.
Well, you should. Second of all, the whole point of conjoined twins is it's 2 bodies that are joined together. Therefore, with two separate brains and two separate bodies, two people that happen to be conjoined. I would argue
But that's
that
the same for
Jakiro
El Drago.
is one body with two heads. There's a difference.
Well, I don't think that's like.
Alright, you divide that in twain.
No, as in what I'm saying is, even for conjoined twins, sometimes they share organs.
That's true.
They might have like 3
But they'll have arms and legs and shit like that of their own, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I see what you mean.
Yeah,
So,
I
like,
do get you.
we would need Jakiro to have like
2 bodies.
3 hands.
So if he had like 3 wings and like 7 legs and stuff, you'd be like, these are 2 dragons.
He does have little
stuck
wiggly
together.
hands. Look at them down there.
He does have little wiggly hands. But look at him, he's got 2 sets. He's got 1 set of 2. He looks like a regular dragon that just happens to have 2 heads. He's a twin-headed dragon.
I do agree with you, actually. I've changed my mind on this one.
Ogre, same deal. 1 body, 2 heads, right?
Yep.
He's just got half a brain in each half. That's the difference.
Perhaps less than that sometimes, depending on who's controlling him. I would love one day for you know there's that hero in HOTS that everyone talks about where 2 people can control 1 hero.
Yes.
Just not for like forever, but I'd love if they added an event in where you could do
Cho'Gall.
that with Ogre. Cho'Gall or something like that, yeah.
Cho'Gall, yeah. Choke on my ghoul.
Oh, got him.
Nice.
Sadly today,
That's
Hon
disgusting.
joins HOTS in the death game death section.
Why couldn't it have been
Officially
League?
discontinued.
Did you see JJ tweeted today?
I did.
Some league guy saying, "Oh, look at this
I-
innovative."
A lot of the Dota Twitter have been speaking about it, so
Yeah.
it was hard to miss it.
It's just classic lol scum, isn't it? They just they don't fucking know whether they're coming or going. It's a game for idiots.
It is a game for idiots. However, I have been watching clips from Arcane recently. Man, that was such a good show.
Yeah,
Holy
apparently
shit.
it is. But what does it have to do with a video game?
It doesn't. But,
Exactly. Any more than the fucking
But-
Dota one has anything to do with Dota. Could be set
But
in
it was
any
very
universe.
I'm just saying it was pop.
I'm sure it was.
I'm not here to start a riot.
I believe HOTS is still playable. It's just no longer developed. Is that not the case? No
No,
sentries.
shut down the servers.
Well, HOTS did, yeah, they literally shut down the servers. Timorous Prawn's going to be first blood here, maybe. Yep, there he goes, Bassmaster getting first blood. Because they had a sentry! How? Your sup has no sentry, shocking. I don't think Bird even... He brought 1 to the lane and put it in the camp. Doesn't have 1 for his poor Sandy Kungan.
And look at Jakira's 2 deployed.
1 here,
I don't think
and
either.
1 here.
One blocking and giving decent vision, and 1 just for the vision. Does not need to give a shit about his pool camp. Doesn't
Nope.
give a fuck.
Nope. It's going
Just
to
going
push. It
full-on
should be
aggro.
pushing towards him anyway with the Sand King. But the thing is, you would normally expect Sand King to push the lane with Sandstorm, but of course, Caustic, I guess, is going to do it more than anything else. Is going to shove the lane for you, so you don't really need to worry about pulling as much.
Seeing your PauseFish take aggro like that
for
is
3 months.
fucking painful
What's on
every
the
time it
daylight
happens.
change?
I'll never
this
never
bot?
get. No, this is Jakiro. He just takes aggro for no reason, drags them around the trees, fucks everything up for raking. Just like,
Yeah.
why? Why did you do this?
Standing in the creep wave to get a single right click off on someone.
I think Hellboy is really starting to suffer now.
If Gakeus had manned up
No.
with his full HP and full mana and clicked Hellboy 1 more time, Hellboy would have died.
But in a way, it's
Yeah,
kind of.
I agree,
it's
this
kind
is
of
even
quite
worse.
Nice to
Yeah,
just have
that's
him
true,
be like
actually.
this. I mean, he obviously would rather have the kill, but
Hellboy
Still
also has
not
a fairy
hands-on.
fire, so it would have taken a bit more commitment than I'm claiming.
I often think that don't leave. No, the deny. No. I often think that if you can get the mid standing here, feeling like, oh my god, I'm not doing anything, I'm losing, it's even more powerful than killing them, because
I mean, Hellboy's just got to.
he just has to play so scared now.
When he can gank, he's fine. He's back in the game.
Oh, now Gakeus is choosing to dive.
That was close.
Jake, why? You've just lost all of your health, brother.
There's bounty runes for Hellboy to get. I don't know why he's still just sitting here.
But this is so bad for him. Like, he's just
Yeah.
getting XP and no farm.
Oh, it just bought Tango's and a Sal.
Oh, he's dead.
And he's dead.
He is very dead. Yeah.
Oh my god, that's the most painful thing to happen to us. He finally gives in and buys regen for himself, and then dies.
Yeah, that's like I would just be selling that shit as quick as I could. Viper lane is just brutal, but
Yeah, but when they lose game.
indeed that is the issue. I think if you really know what you're doing on Viper, we played against some Vipers where it's like, my god, this Viper is unfucking killable. But you got to itemize really specifically for what you're up against, and just never stop. Like there's no farming. You are literally just bullying, because your power spike is. It feels like to me is between the levels of like 6 and before the enemy gets any kind of escape, you are just the biggest bully in the game. So what you should do is just fucking literally never stop. Go to every lane, run everyone down, and just terrify them. If you farm, I think you've lost on Viper, honestly.
He just has the same problem that all timing-based heroes have. That you gotta every move you have to make has to be really deliberate. Whereas if you know you have the late game, you don't need to make moves. You just sit there and farm.
Exactly. He's a massive tempo hero.
Duffy_just
You know,
resub for 14
with the Inhouse, what we always see is
months.
tempo
I
heroes,
look
they do
forward
well in
to
the beginning. He
killing
will have a
all the
good
Zoomers
start.
in the
Oh,
But
nice
they
hex.
start to make decisions.
Oh,
chill.
heretic, no! Get more?
Yeah.
Yeah, they should be able to kill him there.
I'm
Tide
gonna
might die for it, though.
bloody call it, lads. I have already won this game.
Reg is about to die to tower.
Yeah, he never
Reg
swapped
is-
aggro there.
Reg is clearly just on another fucking.
Oh no, they're
line.
stuck! Do you know what? This Sand King, if he was level 6, could have come down here and cleaned up, but he's not. He's only level 5. I feel like they haven't made the most of killing creeps.
Dire's courier has been killed.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's-
when I shove the lane as hard as I can and then go farm all their jungle. You gotta get the moolah. Oh, that is possibly a dead bird.
Might be slain.
Knackered.
Timorous Prawn with Hood first item and no mana.
No boots.
No boots, no mana. Didn't finish. Oh, he's gonna go for a second bracer maybe? But no blink?
Well, you know, we've had. I saw a Sanking today who went Radiant Snowblink. It was. They had some issues. But it ended up working out. So Sanking builds can come from anything really. The hero is just always going to have impact.
I think
versatile,
he is a very versatile hero, but I think if your team is relying on you to start fights, it's behooving upon you to get a blink.
I agree with that.
But they do have CK and Viper, and they got Hoodwink, and they got potential to start fights. CK can just run at people, but I think he'd rather be farming. I feel like this is a really early team. Viper, CK, they can just fucking run at the enemy. Sand King, just go blow them up. And the only thing they've got to worry about is a Wraith King. I think in terms of late game, I'm not that scared of Ogre or Jakiro. You get a BKB, what does Void do? You can kill him.
My only concern is that if Viper doesn't go Shard, their push is really, really lacking.
It is. A classic failing of the goons.
Which is, you know, quite a big part of the, you know, we have a big death ball when we sit back and ask you to initiate on us, is you need push, so that people are actually scared. But, you know, we'll see. He's going Dragon Lance at least. He's been gone on, though. Hellboy ran out of mana.
Jakeus 51 and 19, farming nicely.
That's
a good point, Eri. The CK can chunk the towers down with his ult, but you don't really want to have to use this just to push, because it doesn't last that long, does it? 30 seconds. You kind of want to fight with that.
If you are just pushing and there's like no heroes there, you're right. Problem is your Jakiros and things like that do kill illusions quite quickly. Which is why I'm always worried popping my CK ult. True, that's what I'm saying. Viper will need to get a shot this
going
game.
home? The rune's about to come up. What's he doing?
I don't know.
This feels like a big waste of time.
To be fair, they do have someone mid at the moment taking the XP, so it isn't too bad.
I don't think he was so low that he needed to go home. They kill Sandy King under his tower. No help forthcoming. Lanero
well, obviously his
Jake, that does not work.
What was this?
Radiant structures are fortified.
Curiouser and Curiouser.
Hellboy's coming in invis as well. CK is very low.
Wraith King does not have mana for his ult.
And they have vision on both of them. They have vision on all three.
Big fight bot.
Oh, but Lannier has armlet. He's actually not that
Reg
easy to
does
kill.
have Ravage. They don't really want to use it here on Viper. They do
Yes,
want to
they
use
do.
it on the right. Okay. And he's going to get a kill out of it. He killed Reg. And Bast got the kill on Jake.
That was a bit of a weird fight.
Dog shit
So-
is what I'd call it.
If we want to do the kind of counting of what led to what, Jake leaves mid, so Bird has to go mid
Yeah.
on Hoodwink. Hoodwink has to go mid, which means the POS5 doesn't have to stay top. So the POS5 Ogre can come down bot and start a fight, and that ends up killing the Viper. It's amazing how Dota works like that. One decision just escalates
It's a good point,
with
Blake.
freeing up heroes to rotate.
Also, the SK who had apparently TP'd back to lane was not available to come in and help in this
That's a very good point as well.
conflagration.
The Hoodwink leaving top meant SK died, which meant he didn't have TP to come help the fight bot. I am concerned that this ranking is eking out a bit of a net worth lead.
NPR says Ogre was POS 4. That's true. I think he meant
Whichever one was the
Yeah,
POS
I
5.
think
he meant
There were
that.
4 heroes down bot.
But it's alright, NPR. You don't need to fucking question mark, you little bitch. He was POS 4 though? Question mark? Alright. Well, you can ask for a refund from the in-house casting committee, and we'll see if that goes your
In
way.
my defense, they look like exactly identical.
Yeah,
can
you
see
got
why I
it.
get confused.
Sorry, I believe there are 2 Jakiros in this game, mate.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Dead hero, but also maybe dead Jake.
Oh!
that was a
Okay.
bad
Not
rep.
good. But he's still dead. It's just not good for Jake.
He's kind of His rotations hasn't worked, but I don't know why he's rotating. Viper's not really a rotate hero, you know. You're a fucking big snake. Just sit in lane.
But I thought we just said that he's a tempo hero.
He's a tempo hero, but he should be setting the tempo in his lane rather than being like Void Spirit and going to gank. Like
Without
he should
bots,
just sit here
you're
and
so
take this tower.
fucking slow anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
He's coming back.
Yeah, if you do, he's going straight back ball.
Get tower.
That's what you want. You want your mid TPing down bots so both the supports can steal the kills.
Farm! Farm,
That's
Timorous!
exactly the outcome.
Farm creep! Farm these creeps! No, don't leave! Yes. What's Void Spirit up to here? I would say get rid of the Fairy Fire and pop your chainmail in there.
Dire's structures are falling.
Makes sense. But he will not.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
What is the Void Spirit build these days? Is it still Witchblade?
I've no idea, mate. Never played the hero. He's built one.
I'll presume it is still the build then. I guess Witchblade Ags.
Radiant's
Maybe you
top
get a
tower
Yules this
has
game?
fallen.
Don't know. I think Witchblade Ags makes the most sense.
Vanished.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Here comes an invisible Hellboy. He's drawn an arrow. An
Dire's
arrow
bottom
hath been
tower is
drawn.
under attack.
They have Ravage.
They've lost their vision behind the tower though, so they can't see what's going on anymore.
Oh,
and
they pinged
saw
it.
him in
They
mid
saw
there.
it. Here comes Timorous Prawn. It's a
need
debate
more
from
sentries.
Laniro. Well, he's debated them into killing them all. Remarkable. Timorous Prawn got no spells off that I could see.
He stunned as the Ravage occurred, so the person he stunned didn't care.
Oh no, Hellboy!
Oh!
Witchblade! Oh, he was on.
Oh,
Help.
5!
How low was Jake?
6 HP.
Oh my god.
That would have gone a lot better if Bird didn't completely cut his fucking thing.
Okay.
Radiant's middle tower
Well, that
is
was
under
really
attack.
bad. My
Yeah,
favorite
like,
part was where the
chat
CK
too.
pinged out. They pinged out. that the invisible void spirit was there, and then he walked towards him and died. Very interesting.
Guess it's my shout.
Alright, what's actually happening in Wraithing Town?
I think
Almost
he's
dead
getting
zone.
He's
That's
top
very
in net
scary.
worth.
Like it's definitely getting to the point where I put it at a good 80-20 that Dire are going to win this game. Oh, Timorous Prawn is in.
It's
Oh,
only
right,
it's only the ult.
Oh,
This
they're
Wraithing
doing
has no
bad.
ulti. They can get on it.
They cannot.
Top tower is under attack.
Oh, yes, Bast! An ice path landed!
Sally Row.
Ah,
Yes,
okay.
Prawn. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna move it to 90-10.
You have to take some issues with their target prioritization there. Why did Viper ulti a Jakiro when there was a Wraith King? to
Nearest
kill?
target, dude.
You know?
Literally nearest
Yeah,
target.
just it's like a bot that can only kill the nearest thing.
Like, I'm not even kidding. That is 100% what happens in these fights. Who is the nearest target? I need to ult someone. I will ult this Jakiro.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Looking pretty dire for the Radiant team here. Spent a week working on that one. Did anybody see
What a clever caster he is.
Did anyone see the quarry this morning?
I did not tune in
Whoa,
for much of it.
what a
I tuned in
game.
for one joke that I remember just cringing at leaving the stream. So it may be what you're about to talk about, actually.
No, I was just going to talk about the game in general. It's really, in terms of the graphics, it's insane. Like, Mrs. F literally walked in and said, "What are you watching?" She thought I was watching a movie. I was like, "No, it's a game." She had to really look. And I think a lot of people will be in the same boat. Some of the shots in it, it's genuinely hard to tell that it's a game and not a movie. However, downside, the script is at times really dreadful, which is a shame because the story is actually not a bad one, and some of the
That's
twists.
why I think you'd like it, because you don't like horror games that much.
Not genuine horror games, but this is
but, like,
comically
this is so
bad.
goofy and
Yeah.
like just.
No, you were right. It
It's
was
just a
like
clown show.
it wasn't like an actual horror. Oh my goodness, they fingered a man.
Trouble
they
for
did
Red
get
Bull,
him.
and
5
down.
seconds.
Ravage goes
Good
off.
rap.
They get Gakeus. They're gonna get more here. Heretic is in big trouble.
This is an absolute bloody disaster.
Oh, wowzers.
Timorous Prawn's going in.
They're,
God,
they
Timorous
lost
Prawn,
2.
2 apiece.
Timorous Wee Beastie. Timorous Prawn. The CK was not there. Lanaro was farming. Seems to have been frozen on these items for some time. But you know, it's been a lot of fighting.
It has been a lot of fighting. I remember what the joke was. It wasn't a joke you made. It was one of the characters. And I
Yes.
think they were talking about like
Something
the
to do with
group term
bears.
for
right?
bears.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like,
Radiant's
aren't they a herd
tower
of bears?
is
And
under
the other character
attack.
says, I heard what you're saying, but I don't believe you, or something
Yeah.
like that.
He goes,
like,
"Herd
instantly,
of
I was like,
bears."
I'm not watching this.
No, he said
not
herd
watching
of bears.
this.
He goes, yes, of course I've heard of bears.
Oh my
that
god.
was the joke.
Couldn't handle it.
Did you play until dawn?
Until dawn? No, I didn't. Is it the same people?
I don't think so, but they're very similar games. Until
might-
Dawn's a bit more intense, though.
I haven't played that.
Yeah, it's
I
a
might
bit more
play
horror.
that. I might play that. I don't mind. The horror when it's not me, when it's
honestly,
third
like,
party.
it's a little bit like freaky and like it's not really like psychological horror, but there's definitely like spooky bits in it.
So I tried playing. What is it called? It was really famous. This would have been about fucking 15 years ago. Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Yes.
So those games are too much for me because it's just you and it's first person. Your teeth chatter, and there's some monster out there hunting you. And you have to like hide in cupboards and stuff like that. It's the same reason I stopped playing Alien Isolation. It's just too much, too stressful. It's not fun. You're just hiding, and it was too much for me. Whereas these stupid films that feel like a teen horror movie, I actually don't mind. I think they're kind of fun. So I'm not scared by the quarry at all. It's just kind of stupid. And it's got David Arquette in it. I mean, how scary could it be? See, he's an actor that you would get that if you grew up in the 90s, but it's all right. Dead Space. Yeah, I played a bit of Dead Space. I don't like those action horror films as much. I find them a bit... Just, the backtracking is tedious. Same reason I got sick of Resident Evil. If I could just save a game at any point, that's fine. But if I have to go back and do... Like, I'm not even being funny. With Alien Isolation, what scared me in the end was not the alien, but having to do half a fucking level again. I was like, oh, I don't have to do that fucking bit again with the door. That was what scared me. Was the fear of having to do part of the game again. And that was what made me quit. So Resident Evil is like that. Certain number of saves and blah, blah, blah. I was like, fuck this.
I think one of the games I was actually most terrified in was a puzzle game called We Were Here.
Oh yeah,
which isn't scary at all for most of it. And then the first one, the final puzzle is like you got to act out something on a stage with props being brought in and out. And the person on the stage who has to describe what they need to do, there's just this like jank, like puppet Joker thing just slowly approaching the stage. And every time you look back, it's like a little bit closer, holding a weird pose. It is genuinely terrifying. Really did not enjoy
I couldn't see any of that. All I knew was they have like the little mic in game thing, which is like super scuffed, and it sounds like a proper like dog shit mic, like you just like a walkie-talkie. All I can hear is Plague just freaking out about this black thing, which sounds bad out of context now. But
anyone who's ever played that part though agrees with me. That shit was terrifying.
So, and people are saying that the lack of saves is to add to tension. It just makes me not want to play. Like, just have an Iron Man mode, where that's the case, and have a pussy mode, for me, where I can just save at any time, and I'll actually play and enjoy the game. They are all in on this ogre, and they cannot kill him, and instead, they've lost their lion, and now there's a Ravage that literally annihilates Hoodwink. Hellboy might be in trouble here. There's a stun from Timorous Spawn. He's decided that rather than stay in the sandstorm, he's going to try and run away. Here comes the stun. Bonk. And spoink, clonk. He's dead. They've lost 4. Oh, wow. Reg, calm the fuck down. Why is he tipping? Reg is such a cunt, man.
You never know.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
What the fuck was that? SK blinked into the Ravage? What's he gonna tip him? These are guys you might be playing with during the week. I don't know if they know each other. Maybe they know each other.
I did notice the Lost Mutual month. I forgot to mention it.
Where is?
It's next to the triangle hard camp, below it, in the Dyer's triangle hard camp. There's a little people's gift.
Oh,
yeah.
so there is. Just in the river. Lovely.
Hellboy dropped it.
Ah. Scapegoat discovered. No matter what else happens in this game, it'll be on the man who lost them a pupil's gift.
Oh lord.
Yes, all in on Tide. Well played, idiots.
I think we can wrap this one up. This one's fucking done. I actually haven't killed anyone yet. Tide gets in. Oh, it's a good stun. Nice line stun. That's the Aegis though, unfortunately. They killed emergency jazz hands.
Oh, he tried to toggle. Nice catch, Hellboy. Yes, Bass landed an ice path.
Hellboy.
Dude, I've been playing with him for weeks, and this lad... Fucking hell. He's a lovely lad, but Christ on a bike.
Dyer's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Listen, we'll be positive when there's some positive shit to report on. People dumping everything
Oh,
on
yeah. The positive stream was actually so fucking good.
But people
that
dumping
was
all their spells on a
cinematic
tide?
level, that was
It's too much
top level
effort.
stream.
I can do it every now and then, but not every week. I mean, Tide levels up, they dump everything on the Tide. Like, exactly what you want. Tide without Ravage, soaking up all the enemy spells. Brilliant. Well played. Yes. Great start here, going on the Tide, and they're able to bring him down.
Like,
fuck
It's
off.
so funny. It's not like our...
It feels too sarcastic.
The thing is, our positive cast last week was not positive. We were just saying positive things about negative things that were happening on
That
screen.
was so good, though.
It was meaner
very
than
funny,
normal.
but it wasn't actually positive. It was just incredibly sarcastic.
To me, it was even meaner than normal.
I thought it was root time.
Oh, here we go, Ravage.
That's a Ravage on 4.
That's a big
for-
Ravage.
But for people, something's happening here. Emergency Jazz Hands goes down the first. No, he goes down. He doesn't have his ult off for 5. He didn't get his ult off. Lanero's dead. Timur Storm's down. Heretic's in trouble.
They brought back online and he's already almost dead.
You can't... They're trying to take the best fights they can. And to be fair, they timed it well with ratings ult being down, but you just can't fight without BKB, so you shouldn't try.
Yeah, no, the lack of
You shouldn't be
BKB
forcing
is-
these fights when it's really impossible to win them.
I also
versus
feel
this
like,
much magic damage.
like I'm not being funny, but little thing, +3 Gauntlets of Strength is not better than +24 damage Mithril Hammer.
No.
Like,
No, it isn't.
that is a very clear swap. Just sell these things, dude. Just sell them. You'll get your BKB quicker. What are you going to do with this Quelling Blade? What are you going to do with this Iron Branch? Why keep them? It's just lack of clarity of vision. Heretic has a headdress for that plus.
Oh, look, he's listening in. He
0.5.
sold them. And he swapped it in.
Okay.
He's actually done exactly what you requested.
Okay, hacker. He didn't sell this one though.
No, he kept one thing around just to annoy you.
Just a little bit of cheating. That's fine, Lenero. You suck at carry anyway, so it's fair enough for me.
But yeah, just chill, farm your BKBs. You got 3 heroes trying for them, and just dodge what fights you can. You know, let Lion die occasionally to feed the enemy team a bit, keep them entertained, and just farm.
They didn't push that hard.
No, Wraith and Skeletons do a fair chunk, but apart from that, it's not the end of the world. They will be able to hold until their BKBs for sure, unless they try and contest Roche and things like that.
What's Eri upset about here? Something that happened in Subnautica? You spend 45 minutes getting into the lava zone, get teleported out your prawn suit, or accidentally step in some lava and get immediately destroyed. Sorry, I managed it. I don't know what the baby talk is here.
He's
Subnautica
describing.
was great.
It is a great game. I think he's saying that the end game of Subnautica can be a bit grindy, because if you fuck up one thing, it takes like an hour to fix it.
You just get good, mate.
But I think just getting good, yeah, just fucking idiot.
Don't know what to say.
Unbelievable. Oh, he's saying that he's agreeing with you that things should have auto saves.
Oh,
So
100%.
Subnautica should have auto save.
Oh, here we go. Reg is going to ravage the first hero he sees. This is my prediction for Reg.
It's an illusion. Here we go. Kill it. Oh, I didn't realise.
Nuts.
Oh, maybe. Oh, look. Oh,
that was close.
That
That was close.
My underscore just
he was 100%
months.
going to ravage
Shut
that.
up, Fed.
My emu says, "Shut up, Fed." Who's Fed?
NZ FedEx.
NZ FedEx. People call him Fed
Well, why not?
because he never is. He's just a. It's just an L.
Oh, trouble for
NZ DeadX, they should call him.
Radiant's middle tower.
It's actually trouble
we've got
for
CK out
De
use.
Niro.
What's the CK doing
just
there?
For some reason,
In the river.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Go.
It's 300 gold from his BKB.
Yes, Bast! As I taught you, leading with Ice Path and no setup stuns, that'll do it. Let me get this straight, Bast. You stun the lion for 2.5 seconds, what then? Oh my goodness, they killed the hoodwink as well.
Yeah, this is a bit more worrying. Hoodwink is actually one of their major, like, high ground defense heroes. And if Heretic dies walking in like that, it'd be an even bigger problem.
They don't have the jump other than Void. Oh, here we go. Yeah, you better get back, bitch.
Good thing the pushing hero is just Farmer Wave stop.
Somebody said that they have just recently started playing FromSoft games, and the number of people on the subreddits that just say "get good" is alarming. So, the thing is with FromSoft games, you do just have to get good. Like, you just have to get better. And what I don't know anyone that watched me play Elden Ring. I was definitely absolute fucking dog shit at the start, and then got better by playing the game, suffering, dying over and over again, trying different things, trying different approaches, and you just get better. I'm not saying you get good, but you definitely get better. Timorous Prawn has popped his ult! Get that ogre! Yes! You can cancel it anytime, Mr. Prawn! Now they've lost their carry. Gakeus has used his BKB. Emergency charge has been glimmered. Looking for Timorous Prawn. They've stacked their stuns somewhat, but he's still dead. They still have no Ravage for 2 minutes. They already used it. I missed that.
Come! What are you doing?
Here he comes to save the day. Wraith King's first life. Here comes OG at Hellboy. They're going to get Heretic here, maybe. They do. They're going to get Gakeus here, maybe. Here comes Hellboy. He's invisible. He's running in. Catches him! Nice catch. That's a lane. Just call it.
I don't understand why they did such a good job of dodging fights to get BKBs, and then at the last second they're just like, actually fuck it, CK doesn't need his, we'll just go. You have to question if Timorous Prawn didn't quite understand what they were doing.
Lack of comms, lack of clarity. Still no BKBs. They've got one on Viper. They do not have one on Sand King.
Viper has it, so maybe they thought that was enough to get through a fight.
Sand King has been frozen on these items for some time. CK likewise has been frozen on not a BKB for some time.
He actually had enough money for BKB starting that fight.
I mean, I understand if he had buyback, but now he just can't fight. Like,
the Gauntlets of Strength being sold would get him quite a bit closer.
Yeah, it's probably worth 75 gold or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's 2 Gauntlets of Strength rather than BKB. Just saying.
Look, he's still trying to fight out his BKB. Oh my god.
Alright, GG.
Alright, GG. Always doing some suspicious things here.
Unfortunately, once this BKB runs out, James will be joining his teammates in death.
Here comes Timber.
Oh, here we go, though.
Get red.
Nice. That's just the 3rd time in 2 weeks we've had just the 2 supports remaining on either side fighting to the death.
Poor Timorous Prawn.
Actually, it's not the 2 supports. Timorous isn't a support. I just think he is because he's so shit.
Wow. I mean, I'm not being funny, but if you're Pos 3 Sand King and you're if you're 3rd bottom net worth, have a look at yourself, son. This hero farms for days.
Oh my god. He actually... Are you supposed to buy Aghanim Ashar before BKB on this hero this game? On Sand King?
In this game?
Shard is very good, and I completely forgot.
Here's what I would have done. Blink, Shard, BKB. Because, I'm not being funny, Hood is alright, but is it that much better than BKB? Like, I don't think it is. I think, honestly, you just get a fucking BKB. I stopped buying Hood on heroes like this because who gives a shit? 18% magic resist absorbs 350? That's 1 spell, homie. Do you know what absorbs all spells? BKB. And you would have it by now. And your job is to get your ult off, go in, stun a shitload of people, and have a BKB so you live and you can get another stun off. Not absorb slightly more magic damage and still die. Just get a fucking BKB. I'm like 2nd item, 3rd at most on most heroes these days, BKB. Why wouldn't you? It's so good.
Yeah.
Fuck Veil.
I actually didn't realize. I didn't realize Shard was so good on Sand King.
It is good now. Yeah, it is good. If you take, especially if you take the talents like the epicenter radius and stuff like that, and the
oh, do those apply?
The epi radius I think does, because it's like the shard increases epi pulse damage and causes a small single epi pulse. So if you take the talent, I believe it applies to your pulse as well, because it is an epicenter pulse.
It is just like, how much damage is it per pulse? It's 130.
It's not bad. So it helps you farm.
Basically, whenever you stun, like it casts a pulse because you're moving up when you're pulsing.
So it turns your stun from 280 into like 410. And then you move again, you get another one. And yeah, the slow. Also, it has an attack speed slow, I think. I could be wrong. I thought that it had an attack speed slow.
It does.
That might just be the big boy one, or does it apply to the...
I thought Epicenter was an attack speed slow. I could be wrong. It doesn't mention it in the tooltip, of course.
It does have an attack slow in it.
Oh, attack slow 30.
Just about slow duration,
yeah,
30.
Attack slow. So it is good. Dire's mid-tier 1 is still up, yes, despite Viper crushing his lane. Shaq just walks up. The Ravage catches them all. They're going to get Jake before he gets his BKB off. He's dead. They buy back on the Leon. They do lose a Wraith King. They're going to lose a Tide here, but he doesn't really care. He's already ravaged. This Jakiro is doing some work. They lose Landing Road twice.
Yes,
the misses. Fucking neutralized.
While dying, that's at least worth it on.
Well, it was fairly... I mean, the 80-20 call was pretty spot on. We knew this game was over, unironically, 20 minutes ago.
I upped it to 90-10 about a minute after that.
Illusion.
It would be cool. Like, I know the Dota has like the win probability, but it like the Dota win probability doesn't have like a vibe check in it. But that OpenAI, the OpenAI like win probability does have a vibe check in it. Yeah. Like it knows.
It does
like
know.
Like
it's
like,
not just about money. Yeah. It's like, I mean, it'll be like,
we can just do this,
we predict a 99% win probability.
That would be so cool to be able to do just in a game. It's just like, yeah, we have a 99% chance, and it would always do it like, sometimes it would do it like 2 minutes in.
Yeah.
Sometimes it would be like ticking up, and then like a bad fight would happen. You go 2k net worth down, and the bot would just be like, we predict a 100% chance of winning.
Yeah.
And everyone always says, fuck this guy, we can beat them.
Exactly. All right, let's have a quick talk about MVPs and ons. Do we have any? I think honourable for Hellboy. I think he did well after a tough lane.
I like honourable for Hellboy. I would also like to propose an MVP for Reg on the Tidehunter.
Why is that?
Because I think his Ravages were honestly fantastic the entire game.
Yeah.
He crushed his lane.
Yeah.
And was the main reason why every single team fight looked absolutely dominant.
He just stomped in. They dumped everything on him. He got his Ravage off, and yeah, I think you're right. MVP Reg. I think he set a lot up for them. Did he even have a blink? Did have a blink.
I think he did, because he blinked in on that the Hoodwink illusion. We were so excited to see the Ravage.
That's true. LVPs? I kind of want to say...
Has to be SK.
The Timorous Prawn did absolutely flip all.
I think Timorous Prawn did more than most of his team, to be honest.
That's true, but I feel like if you're going to play POS 3 and you're going to pick Sankey, you have
Jake,
to...
he had the most damage.
Do some shit. So you're saying not LVP?
Well, I mean, what the fuck did Lanarus actually do?
Lanero did nothing, you're right.
Heretic do.
Alright, let's say LVP Lanero for doing literally nothing. Bird seemed to do absolutely nothing as well. I'm happy to go for LVP Lanero and Dishon for Bird. And an on for...
I don't mind that.
Hellboy and an MVP for Reg. How do we feel about that?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
I'm satisfied.
We are satisfied. Channel created.
Goon top trumps.
Oh, I would be down to make some Goon top trumps. That'd be good.
Oh god.
I actually think we should
on the back burner.
The best Christmas present this year. Ashwin's hewn from wood Goon top trumps.
We could do a Goon top trumps. We just pick all the regular goons. And what would be the cap? What would be the categories?
Right.
Funny
so
enough, this actually boils into your idea that you keep wanting to have this Excel doc where people rate each other 1 to 5.
Yes!
Yeah, no, it
the
does,
drafting.
So I'd have a number one on my list is trolling. Like there's gotta be a trolling score.
So like NZ
yeah.
FedEx is gonna have a very high trolling score, for
Yeah.
example.
Yes.
Can we also have
Can
internet problems? One
absolutely.
to 100. So like
just connectivity.
I'm talking Stobby, I'm talking Cock, I'm talking
Right.
Vi, I'm talking guys like that. We need to have.
I think a lot of people would score pretty well there.
Well, yes, but it's like one of those subtle top trumps things. We have a card where it's all dog shit, like Cock, but then you could say connection problems. You'd be like, 12? It's like
Right.
100, bam! It's like that's what you need to give those cards. They need to have
So
one pog
Which
stat.
do we think a tilting or toxic one is better?
I was going to say toxic. So people like Hellboy and Reg would obviously have quite high toxic ratings. Quite a few lads would. And a lot of lads would have very low. Like Bonks would have toxic rating 0. So you can really out toxic people with the toxic cards. I think that would be quite good. What else can we have?
For Cock.
Did you actually? Oh, is that a lag
Yeah.
emote? That's really good.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello? So we've got... Wait, what have we got so far? We've got
We've got
toxicity,
trolling.
toxicity, connectivity, trolliness.
We need some positive ones.
We need
All of the
two
ones we've done
more
so far are
categories.
just
Yeah,
like
we need some positive ones.
Well, surely there's winniness. And,
yeah, but
and
it's gotta be more
leadership.
Like, winniness is too much of like a wide. Like we need
leadership
something
could
that,
be good.
Leadership,
like I don't know. You'd have like
casting
style,
spells, lads.
finesse.
Yeah, finesse maybe. Casting spells, like someone who is a spellcaster, someone who is not a spellcaster.
Spellcaster.
Panic.
I mean, there's so much that goes into good dotes.
I like panic.
Difficult to
But this is not about dotes. This is about the goons. This is about boiling down the goons. This is like Moneyball for goons. It's about getting it down to one number. You know, that's what we're saying. Or in this case, 5 numbers.
It has to be either cowardice or spells cast, like a
I think
braveness or a cowardice one.
Cowardice, definitely. And itemization is not a bad one, but very difficult because that's kind of hard to
Cowardice is a
build
good
up.
one.
But I do like cowardice.
Because that does sum up like.
How about
quite a lot?
Non-spellcasters.
How about reactions? I think like reaction time.
Reactions, yeah.
Like that covers actually doing fucking anything in the fights. And
it also covers
casting
in your
spells.
connectivity as well. If their
I
reactions
know,
are slowed down by ping.
If they could be yes, that could be a little bit of a synergy between bad internet and reactions. I'm just gonna pop to the loo. Hopefully they'll fix this.
I don't even know how you make like, you know, like playing cards, or whatever, or like top trumps. It's not just like card. There's something else. Is it like laminated with something? It doesn't feel like it's laminated the normal way.
I suspect it's coated in something. I don't know if you call it laminated.
There's probably some company that does it. In fact, I'm going to look it up right now.
See, I don't think we're going to be printing physical copies. I think it's going to be more of a internet archive kind of activity.
Well, you've got to have. I mean, this is the Christmas present, mate.
You're right. Actually, we don't have much PFlax merchandise out in the world.
You can just make like the top trumps company themselves lets you make it. You can make one for weddings. Watch out, Gibson. There is one for sports, which we can, I'm sure, adapt. One for a hen party, if you're.
This does kind of touch on a trend that has not really come to our Discord yet, which is doing tier lists of people. Doing a PFlax Discord tier list on various measures.
Yeah, but that's just cringe. Like,
it is so toxic. It's so fucking toxic. If you need special abilities on the top trance, you can put Googling on Haz's card.
Oh, I'd be down for making some goons Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And like Hoz's Googling one would be like, you can search anywhere in your deck for a card.
For a card, yeah.
Draw it. Like that would be good.
I had an idea for a Dota board game years ago, and I never got round to making it. Were you guys just talking about a Dota board game?
We were talking about cards, like Yu-Gi-Oh game with
for Dota.
people from the in-house.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
For the lads.
Oh
Because
right,
we were saying
I like
for
that.
Haz, it could be like Google, allows you to search through your deck for the cards you need.
I like that. All right, so my idea was a Dota board game where the whole point of the game is to prove that you didn't lose the game for your team. You're not aiming to win the game. You just have to acquire enough proof that it wasn't your fault. So all the cards that you play are attack cards on the other players. You're all on the same team. There is no Dire versus Radiant. It's just the 5 of you versus each other, proving how it was not your fault.
Like the basic attack is assign scapegoat, or
no. So it'll be things like, "We won our lane, lads," and it's like that's a card that you can play. That's like a defense card. So people say there's a "you haven't ganked mid" card that people played. You can counter that with a "we won our lane, lads" card, and so you accumulate points and defense cards, and sort of you build up a deck in front of you of cards that prove that you weren't the responsibility for losing the game. Like, reach 50 last hits is like a card that you'd play. So like, well, I was farmed, we just couldn't get anything going. Like, you'd have text at the bottom of each card, but then but you'd have a card that is proof that if someone has played that card, you're like, you just spent the whole time farming jungle, mate, you didn't do anything. That's a counter card to the I got some farm card. So you kind of have this play where you gamble that your opponent doesn't have those kind of cards, and you build up a case against each other. So if I play I got 50 last hits card
myself during studies.
Hold on, sorry.
So this is a certified expert opinion.
Thank you very much, Bash. So if somebody plays the 50 last hits card, which gives them some points on the board. So, for example, you'll have a current ranking of points. You have like a points tally going up on a track. And if I play the I got 50 last hits card, I move up on that track, which might unlock some other card. But by playing that card, I've now unlocked the attack card. You spent the whole time in the jungle. So I then take that person's card and put it under mine, and I move up on the board. And sort of, I just thought it was an interesting. You could actually build quite an interesting play and counterplay around the game. But the core idea is, we want our lane. That's the name of the game. We want our lane, lads.
It does sound a bit. Have you ever played Yes Dark Overlord, where you got to try and blame each other for the missions failings? I think the Yogscast did a few videos on it.
I've seen it on what's the Yogscast thing called?
Games Night?
Is it just Games Night? Yeah. I think they played it on there.
Yeah. And so you got to play cards for like why your mission failed and why it was the other minion's fault that you weren't able to steal the crown away from the kingdom or whatever.
It's so funny because everyone for some reason everyone goes to the basic like Grima Wormtongue voice,
right?
Like, when they're speaking like to the Overlord.
A just question, my liege. Late is the hour. I told you to take the wizard's staff.
But you see, he led us down the wrong path. He led us into the swamp. We could not get there.
Munt suggests that we have an Exodia style card, and it's Hoz, Pudge, and Hard Day at the Hospital. If you play all three, you win the game.
Seconds remaining.
But you see, sir, he told us to go Roche, and that lost us the game. It cannot be my fault.
Bad Roche call. That's your trap card.
Bad Roche call.
So somebody plays the Roche card, and you say you play the it's a bad Roche card, so that undoes the benefit.
There could be a whole slew from the Month DLC of different power plays that have immediately lost us this game.
That's a play. That's a card.
Certain that it would
That's
work
a card. The power play card. Power play.
You could divert the blame onto supports for no wards.
Yep.
You could you know, say we didn't have the right items, you could say no one was communicating for a smoke.
So you,
Oh, they have a Smurf. They have a Smurf.
They have a Smurf, exactly. These are all really good.
So that like takes the heat off you.
Yeah. So basically you draw, like at the start, you shuffle up the 5 cards and people will play pos 1 to 5. So you're building according to what you draw. So if you pick a support, you're trying to build as a support. So you want to play wards and stuff like that. I think that would be really fun. It does sound kind of like Flux. Yeah, it does sound kind of like Flux, building up a deck like that.
Holy shit, it's a first pick Pudge.
Yeah.
Very strong
Is this
hero.
a Wogan Pudge?
This
I
is
feel
an
like Wogan's the only
Alfredo.
person-
I reckon this is an Alfredo.
Alfredo
Oh, no,
Pudge.
wait, scratch that. I think it's a Kieran Pudge. I'm going to say a Kieran Pudge.
Kieran does pick some out there heroes. He's tried the NP mid. He's deployed a very successful Arc Warden, I think. So I can see it being a core Kieran Pudge.
I could be wrong. It definitely ain't an Amos Pudge. God bless Amos. Who's Dixie Normus?
I think it's Hugh.
And Hugh's Wheeze music is greater than Zai's. Someone
That's
trolling
NC
playing.
FedEx. That's NC FedEx.
Radiant team banned.
How do they play music on stream and get away with it?
Dire team banned.
There's a bunch of things that it like. Somehow people have it set up where it's like it plays out, but it doesn't get recorded to the VOD or something.
How do you do that?
I don't know. It's like everyone does it these days.
I'm gonna have to look.
Though I
this
think
up.
for Zai, he just plays music that's so obscure no one would ever copyright strike
Oh,
it
you'd be
in a million
surprised.
years.
Thank you.
Radiant
that's
team
cool.
banned.
Yeah, different audio channels, I think it is. So you can send the music out on an audio channel that isn't recorded but is streamed or something like that.
I don't know how you do that. So you have to add another audio mixer. Like, would you use virtual audio cable maybe?
I think it's something to do with virtual audio cables.
Dire team pick.
There's a plugin. Oh, message OD. I bet he knows.
That might only let you play like Twitch approved music.
That's
rather
alright.
than music that you choose. That's fine though, I think.
Well, Owen used to be like into all that audio engineering and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that was why he got noticed. In the
Yeah,
first place,
yeah,
'cause he
his
was playing
amazing
sound
mic.
effects down his stream and his mic.
Because I would fucking love to be able to listen to it. That's what bothers me most, is not being able to play games and just have my fucking tunes on.
Yeah.
I used to play music all the time. Like, we play Football Manager, I'd just fucking be listening to music the whole time.
All those great clips of the battle music going that had to die, had to be thrown into the flames.
Damn shame.
Damn shame.
Lads, I'm moving us up to Bulletproof Room Sigma. This cannot be allowed to stand.
Send us up.
Radiant team pick.
Lion.
Lamau.
Radiant team pick.
Whatever happened to Twitch karaoke? They dropped it. It's a real shame. They dropped it. My Spotify playlist, Pyrion's playlist, which is public. It's just it's years of music I've been adding to this. So this is a 5-year-old playlist. The first song on here is Marbles by Tindersticks, and then Ride Like the Wind by Christopher Cross. And then the most recent song added is a couple of songs, one by a band called Hovdi, and one by someone called Dade. And one by Psycho Stick called Numbers I Can Only Count to 4. Those are the most recent ones. And there's 151 songs on the playlist, and it's just my go-to stick it on while I'm driving or anything playlist. It's all songs I've really liked over the years that I found on Spotify and just chucked on there. I have a bangers playlist, which is just dance music, and a classics playlist, which is just like old man music that I stick on there. Anything like pre-80s, I'd say. So it's all like 50s, 60s, 70s. lots of metal and stuff like that on there.
I just get the Spotify auto-generated ones. I like to see where they take me.
Yeah, no, I
Especially,
do
like,
that too. I do that too. But if there's
the
a
like
song on
Discover
there,
Weekly ones,
yeah,
where
they
it
can be
doesn't
really
just play me
good.
the same artists over and over again. I'm like,
Yeah.
I've found some really good songs.
Yeah,
which I
for
love.
real, 100%.
And then YouTube is the opposite. YouTube just plays like the same 4 songs over and over again. But
Yeah.
every 3 months it switches out which 4 songs.
My YouTube recommends. Let me tell you, if I open up YouTube right now, the first 7 videos I've got are a clip from The Sopranos, because I, for some reason, started watching one clip from The Sopranos, and now it's recommending me all of them. MLB highlights. There's a guy called 74 Gear who's a pilot who just watches videos of air traffic controllers shouting at pilots and explains what's happening. Some weird gaming thing. Some other weird gaming thing. Some lad called Cody B Pyrotechnics who sets off fireworks. I watched one video and now I get explained that. Something where this is why we don't toss out broken microwaves. I don't know what that's about. Something, an NBA best ankle breaker every year. For some reason I must have watched an NBA video. Several pilot videos. One from Legal Eagle where he talks about real lawyer reacts to A Few Good Men.
Oh yeah.
Clips from movies. I've got a couple of those. A girl called Anna Cramling who beats chess hustlers.
Yep.
And then poker. I've got 3 poker videos. A brown noise video. Brown noise is really helping me a lot. It's different from white noise.
I like brown noise. It's my favourite noise.
Same.
Of the 3.
Same. So I have a nap in the afternoon because I tend to get up like 6:30, 7 is when I first get woken up because Mrs. F and the kids wake up. But I don't go to bed till like 1, sometimes later. So at about 3 or 4 o'clock, I'm wiped out. I have a 45-minute nap and I'm good to go and cast in the evening and all the rest of it. So when I used to have my afternoon naps, I wouldn't really get good sleep. So then I would put my headphones in, put brown noise 8-hour mix on YouTube, and it's just like, perfect.
It's just so much softer.
It knocks me out.
The other 2 are actually jarring as hell. Like
white noise, I was like, this is like a really objectionable hissing. I find it annoying.
That would be the opposite of what I wanted. But
Exactly.
Brown noise it's almost like the sort of like background noise you get on an airplane.
Exactly right. Or a boat or
like
something.
humming.
Like an engine or like it sounds to me like you're trying to sleep next to a waterfall or next to a very large engine or something. And I really helps me. See, the rainstorm stuff is too bitty. It's too distractingly like an actual rain. When I hear actual rain, that's not too bad. But brown noise just sounds to me like plunging water. And it's just like a good steady sound, not too much variance, but not too much similarity. And the pitch is just right that I literally, within a minute, I'm fucking KO'd.
Do you know what I found is sleep OP for sleeping? So you grew up in New York, Ted.
Yeah.
You moved to Bournemouth, now you're in London. So like in cities all the time. There are some videos on YouTube which are just like hour-long or 2-hour-long videos of like some guy on the streets of New York, just like hearing cars go by,
right,
and people chatting and whatever. I found those are actually quite proper sleep.
Yeah.
Because I could listen to city sounds all day long.
See, the weird thing is now, but
we've
lived in Twickenham for so long, and it's so quiet around here that it's not the same. But when I go to New York, and you know, you hear there's that hum, that background hum in the city. That
it's almost relaxing just knowing that,
because
things are happening.
There's that, but you can't identify a single sound. The difference around here is if there is any noise, it's one noise out of silence, and there's like sometimes I'll hear there's some building work going on, and there's some pump or something.
Or there's a fox fucking screaming as hell.
And that's no good. But if there is just constant hum of traffic, that's one thing.
Yeah, the traffic is so good.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
So yeah, those when I'm in New York and it's just that background city sort of, it is like brown noise.
I wonder where it's like come from, like initially, like all these like, sort of like there must have
30
been like an
seconds to
evening
battle.
where you were sitting with your mates, like late at night. You were chilling out and you were just listening to like the sounds of like the city, the world go by, and that is now ingrained into your memory as like some sort of relaxing experience.
I don't know. I don't know if it's even. I don't know how much of it is how the brainwaves of your brain, your particular brain, what is soothing to you, would be annoying to someone else. Is that to do with upbringing, or is that just to do with your brain is just slightly different, and one noise is relaxing to another? Just like some music sounds great to some people and terrible to other people. Like I wonder if it's literally that kind of thing.
Different, but like, yeah. I mean, your brain will change a lot. It's difficult because there's such a like a butterfly knock-on effect with experiences, and like you'll see it a lot primarily with fetishes, where it will take one very, very small event that happens when you were pretty young,
right?
Which just sets off this. You know, at first it's a fairly small thing, but then it can turn into something massive.
So what about that guy? This was, you know, David Baddiel.
Yeah.
So there was a bit that he did. This is with Rob Newman when him and Rob Newman used to be the biggest comedians in Britain. They had a bit about, oh, well done, Dixie. Just stole the last hit from Centaur. By the way, looking forward to seeing how little Centaur does in this game, because I've yet to see the lads play Centaur well. They don't farm with it. They don't do anything with it. It just stands about. Loses lane, loses game.
It's not a great combo, that. The loses game, loses lane.
So, so their bit was about how there was a guy, this was a news story at the time, there was a guy who was, the only way he could get off was if he was completely naked with a bin bag over his head and a live canary was let loose in the bag. Right, that was the bit, and they were like, "How did he discover that this was his kink?" And I think that's the problem with a lot of these. Oh, it's some early thing. If you're really into feet or something, I could imagine that would be something that you just always were, and maybe something did happen early on. But for something to do something as weird as that, you're like, how did you come up with that?
Well, it must have started as something like fairly innocent. And then, you know, it just morphs into.
Have you guys heard of Robert Crumb?
Stuff. No.
So he's an artist. He was big in the 60s. He's a comic book artist. He's part of that big alternative. I think it was San Francisco. The big alternative. Oh, this could be a dead Venge. There's a hook coming. Nope. Yeah! I told you it was
That's
Kieran.
Plus one flesh.
Told you it was Kieran.
It was a good call.
Quality over quantity.
Oh, this could be trouble for Grumpy. And Clicks must follow. He can't salve yet.
5 seconds until the queue's up. Not gonna go for it.
I would have been looking for that, but that's just I waste my time. So Robert Crumb did these comics in the 60s. Oh, they managed to kill Kieran. Oh my God, Amos, run, brother! Woo!
His Bible was about Nisha.
What's that?
That's Antifolk's new name. He changed because he wants to, instead of trying to annoy me by criticising Zai's music, he's changed it to something I would like, which is I'm a big fan of Nisha.
Oh, I see.
My lord and saviour of the
he
secret
should be
team.
nice to you, because you're his only fan.
Exactly. I don't know why he's trying to piss me off. I'm the only person who'll defend him on this cast.
So anyway, Robert Crumb did a lot of comics in the 60s that were, if you Google Robert Crumb and women, he draws a lot of very busty women with big asses. Way ahead of his time. Very popular nowadays. Wasn't popular in the 60s, right? Genuinely.
Back then?
Women were very skinny. Like that was the way that, like you're like Sissy. Look up Sissy Spacek and women like that who were like these sex idols of their day. Were very skinny
but
women.
Like, what was like the like today people can be thick.
Right. So dummy thick.
Back then was it like, man, look at the boniness on her.
Right. Exactly. But that was his whole point. Is why are women into? Well, why are men into these women who were like sticks? He didn't get it. And so one of his fetishes was big, strong women in like leather boots and stuff like that. And that came about because he'd always been into big women, big, powerful women. and his mother's friend would come around, and she would wear these long thigh-length leather boots. That's just what she wore. And as a little kid, he would cling on to them, and she would be bouncing her leg up and down in a playful way. And this formed a fetish in him that he's never forgotten. So I think you're right. In a weird way, that formed that fetish for Robert Crumb with regards to bring strong women in leather boots, like, which has been a thing for him for the entire time he was doing comics. For some people, that obviously that first fetish building experience comes incredibly early. I thought it was interesting. But Robert Crumb's comics are bizarre, absolutely bizarre. But there was nothing like it when he started doing it. There really wasn't. He was way ahead of his time.
Oh, NZ down.
2 seconds on stun on Kieran.
Oh!
One click!
No! Zephyr just resubbed for 31 months.
If Kieran had just fought to the death there...
Yeah, just lack of fucking clicking. I'm telling you, the lads don't do it. They wait for spells. They just stand about. Step away, step aside, Butch! Oh shit, in comes Zai. Oh, where's your armor at, brother?
Oh, but look at that fucking...
Oh my god.
Flesh heap doing work.
Is he like trying to distract?
Oh! And more
Amos
clicks!
well.
And they're gonna get Amos too!
No!
Kieran
Why
lives
are
on
they
10
doing
HP!
that? I didn't understand.
I think he kind of wanted to hang back and be the sacrifice.
No, Amos
run
needed
in
to
the other
run
direction.
forward and be the sacrifice.
Like
Yeah.
it was almost like he was like like shielding the back of Punch, like he was trying to absorb the loss.
I don't know if you win this fight, Mr. Puck.
Yeah, it's not gone well.
Daniel gets away.
I'm not
Another
kidding.
fucking fight.
I think if I was Daniel there, I'd just keep trying to fight Grumpy. I would have died doing it, but...
Yeah, I think if, you know, you're not going to check mana in that fight, so he doesn't know that Grumpy has no mana left. I would have been pretty scared to. One Ether Shock would have finished me off at that point.
Oh, Stesicoris, you've got to at least get the last hits on the creeps, brother. Just use... Why is he maxing Retaliate? No! Max Double Edge!
Wogan's last hitting is very dire.
Wogan's just killed himself, I think. Oh my god, Daniel, you can just kill Wogan. Okay, so Wogan just jaunted under tower for no reason.
I played against a Puck the other day that did this.
No.
Look at all these fucking wards going down. Oh dear. Swapping the Treads and Wraithband out to use a salve. What a sweat. Calm the fuck down, dude.
Who wins TB versus Medusa?
I want to say
TB.
Medusa, but Plague thinks TB. Oh wait, this is the NA answer, isn't it? This is the NA answer to Medusa.
The attack range?
No,
You
it's
take
just
the
that you've got so much armor, you don't give a
attack
fuck.
range talent.
The attack range talent is gold now, so it might be a bit different these days, but...
It doesn't matter. You just
before the attack
she
range is
cannot kill you because you just build armor. This is what NA Dota does to counter Medusa.
Well, what
I
is
still
NA
think
Dota
it's
do
a
to
counter.
counter Pudge Eaton?
Well, you just
nothing, you fucking
not
feed.
fucking suck,
Yeah.
I guess.
Kieran is going to be so fucking... Like, this lane has been like a proper brawl.
Yeah, which is what Pudge wants.
He doesn't care if he
100%.
dies, but he's getting the +1s.
Wogan's about to shut up.
Strength at 8 minutes.
Radiant's
I don't like Max Retaliate, I'll be honest with you, Bob. Because what's this lad going to want to do in a bit? Go and farm the jungle and shit. First of all, get a Bracer, get a Vanguard, Max Retaliate, and go farm the camps. How's this going to really help him? Just fucking get Double Edge and farm. You need to farm on this lad. He's so poor. He farms so poorly otherwise. You're going to stand around and wait for Retaliate to kick in? Fucking stomp him. It's a 4-second cooldown, 300 damage nuke. Get that money. You need a blink. You need items. This hero, if this hero gets heart, blink, BKB and shit, he can become scary. But the reason he does fuck all is because the lads don't farm on him. I'm just saying, max this shit. You've got the health regen to deal with it. Go click some shit. Look, he can farm all this right now and go farm jungle.
It would help if he could actually land the last hits while he was laning by himself.
Oh,
like, he missed 3 out of 4 just by himself.
Yeah, so get this and you can't miss. Go farm stacks, dude. Double Edge. Clonk. Like, I don't think you retaliate the Mystic Snake damage anyway.
Isn't retaliate just like blade mail analysis?
I do know how retaliate works, but I'm just saying, this is quicker, Bob. 4 seconds, 300 damage. You max that. I think that's quicker than standing around.
Kieran's come mid. Gonna kill off the Viper.
You're gonna lose health quickly.
Yeah, but you've got the Vanguard, and you've got a bracer, so you regen real quick. That's how I do it anyway. We'll see how his farm looks. I've played a decent amount of Centaur. I mean, I'm just nuking this wave and going to the jungle. You would have got all of those. It's a damn shame. Look how slow it is with retaliate. Slow, boring, shit. Get items.
Ixie's about to run into Grumpy.
They do have swap for this Medusa. They can get her and get the TB on top of her. Could be trouble for Kieran here. Amos is looking. He's on the hunt. Oh, he's dodged.
Park's about to intersect Kieran.
How do you not dodge that? Actually, I will say Wogan is obviously playing on ping, but come on, it's a venge stun. You should be pressing into that.
They're coming in here. Centaur is dying. Where's Wogan? He's coming. Nice big arrow. Oh dear, Wogan.
This is a messy one.
Buddy.
The triple leash break! Who knew?
Well, they'll get the stacks at least.
It's alright, Bob. I mean, you may think I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm just saying, I feel like a 300 damage nuke every 4 seconds is better than waiting for the creeps to hit you, but what do I know? Because the thing is, if you've got retaliate, you have to stand there in the creep wave waiting for it to get low so you can get last hits. If you max this, you go to the wave, nuke it, you go to the camp, nuke it, and you just keep doing that. I just feel like it's quicker. I feel like it's more money than standing around waiting for the creeps to hit you.
At least we can all agree on the fundamental truth that Centaur is a dogshit hero.
I do think
and
he's
should never
dog
be
shit.
picked anyway.
You know, I've seen this about recently. I really hate the phrase "go off."
Go off?
Used in arguments.
Yeah, no.
Well, it's the same as like rent-free. It's a bit dismissive.
It's just a way of saying, I don't want to engage with your point. I just want to say, you go off, King. Like sarcastically. It's like, alright, you don't have a point of your own, that's fine. Here's my feeling on it, Bob. Retaliate means it doesn't help you farm in the lane. It doesn't help you farm in the jungle. I mean, let's just see how quickly he farms this stack with Retaliate as opposed to with anything else. Like, enemies generally aren't going to be clicking you. It's a nice, big, fat nuke. Oh my god, Wogan, run. Oh, he didn't dodge the silence! Swapped the wrong hero!
Well, I didn't even know what happened there.
The Venge decided to swap the wrong hero. Oh, nice combo. I'm not going to call that intentional.
That's how I want to play Dota. That's how I want to play Dota. Agree.
That is a good point, Bob, that with Retaliate they can't push you out. But here's my point. In this game, I don't think Mystic Snake gives a shit. Because he just Mystic Snakes you and walks away, right? Like, it does have a radius on Retaliate. It's all attacks, so I don't think Mystic Snake would matter. I'm just saying, here's the way I see it. You have a creep wave. You nuke the creep wave with this. Then you go off and you blam the creep wave over here. Then you blam the creep wave over here. It just feels quicker, but whatever. I'm sure you're right. Oh shit, when I shaved my head I missed a bit. God damn it, I just found it. Oh my god, that's annoying. You know Slacks is a recently Boldman?
Yes. Dramatic change in appearance.
It is. But A, it suits him. Oh my god, they're gonna get her. So, Slacks is recently a Boldman, shaves his own head like a Chad, like all true Chads. But he's really bad at it because he just started. So,
that's so bad.
When he was at Stockholm Major, oh my god, that is a disaster for Dyer. When he was at Stockholm Major, we would do a little check every day to see how his head was doing in terms of whether he missed huge portions on it quite often, like really big patches.
Oh, here comes a...
Could have dodged that!
Getting hit by stuff! Oh, now he's leeched! Oh my god.
Yes, Kieran.
This punch is gonna kill everyone.
Kieran is
This is a
actually
fucking rampage.
destroying them.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Amos! Amos, run! Oh my god.
Oh,
God.
oh, that is so brutal.
Yeah. Gruff is going fucking crazy.
Radiant's middle tower is
The
under
second
attack.
point in stun, yes, that's... He's maxing stun over
Maxing stun,
double edge.
yeah.
Like, this is... I think we can all agree. If we're divided on retaliate, that's fine. But this is bad. Because maxing... Hoof Stomp gives you 0.2 seconds
so
more.
little.
And only 2 seconds off the cooldown. So, just max double edge, buddy. You would max stun second? Toffee. I think you max double edge. I would take probably in lane a couple of points in retaliate, and then I would max double edge, and I would get hoof stomp maxed up after that, in all honesty. It's only 2 seconds. How often in a fight? Look at this. At max level, it's a 12-second cooldown.
Dyer's top tower is under
Right?
attack.
So, how often in a fight are you going to get 2 good hoof stomps off, as opposed to
Dyer's top
getting this off? That's 900 damage that you could be doing.
Kieran so a bit too
Amos!
far here. Amos has been baited in by his Pudge player.
Who maxes stun second? Why would you do that? No, I don't agree. But what do I know? This is why I shouldn't play Pos 3.
Every time.
Wogan!
What are you even doing?
Yes, Grumpy! Get him! Everyone maxes
I do
stun
want to know if
second?
he's played much
tower
with it
is under attack.
I don't. My issue is I think Centaur's dog shit. You need like 3 items on him to be any good. So I'm gonna max for farm, and
Radiant's
we
bottom
can just
tower is
Centaur
under attack.
run away from the enemies. Like, that's it. That's the only good way I can think of playing him.
So last week we saw Wogan put in a disappointing performance and end up lower net worth than
Oh, let's switch
Pos
to
5
network.
on his
Oh,
team, and
yeah.
he's approaching
He's
that
heading that
already.
way. He's heading that way, play.
I'm starting to feel like mid lane isn't his role. Maybe he'd excel as a Pos 4, like every single of the lads.
I don't know. I feel like
I just
Wogan
don't
should
think. I just don't think farming is his forte at all.
Right, but this is what I've been saying about Wogan, and I said this to him, that I feel like he needs to actually learn how to play Dota before he bothers trying to learn mid. Like, he doesn't know anything.
Radiant's
He's
top tower is
abysmal.
under attack.
But so yeah, there are some parts of his game which are actually really good, but there are colossal gaps in his understanding of what to do when things happen.
Do you know what would help him? I'm not even kidding. Pick 2 or 3 heroes and just spam them. If you're gonna focus on mid,
Radiant's
at
top
least be
tower
good
is
at
under
a couple of
attack.
mid heroes. Do you know? Like, actually just pick a couple of heroes and focus on them. But he always seems to be playing something
was
different.
actually quite good.
He did alright. This ain't
His
it.
Storm was alright as well.
Like, this, his
Quite
buff
funny
is
that
not good.
he completely skipped the meta where Storm was mega strong, and then comes back just after they nerf it.
Yeah, you're right. Oh man, I don't know if Amos knows he can just suck the TB illusions and they disappear. Oh no, Grumpy. Why have you not maxed Ether Shock? He's maxed Shackles, and then he's going for Hex next. Oh, I disagree with all of this. Oh, they're gonna do something goofy here, Dire team. I think. Oh, Radiant is smoked. Are they going to bump straight into Kieran here? They're going to walk up the high ground here. They're going to maybe land on Kieran. But the entire Dire team is
they
here.
might get Alfredo, that's a big kill.
Oh, he gets his ult off though.
Amos in the stakes.
Oh, but Amos is gonna get the kill anyway.
Amos he's in his full.
He's protected by the
He's
snake.
saved! What are you going to do about this? Daniel's going to turn around and Daniel's going to turn around and try and kill him. Nomp.
Dyer's bottom tower is under
Go
attack.
Kieran.
Oh, thank God, Kieran.
Turn off Rot, you
He might
noob!
die.
Turn off Rot! Oh my god.
He has flesh heap on. It doesn't matter. It
Oh,
literally
that's
cancels
true.
the damage.
Yeah, no, you're right.
What a fucking hero.
It's kind of nuts now, eh?
Yeah.
I mean,
it's just.
I will say, the lads think Pudge is a good hero, and they pick it in pub games, and they do absolutely fucking nothing. They pick it in the goon games, and they win. They're like, see?
Thank you, thank you.
It's like you're up against literal goobs. This doesn't count.
Good to be this good.
Who
I
did
think it's hard. Looking back on the fight, it's hard to like. Obviously, in the split second, you choose to take the fight, and it doesn't pan out. But I think the second they get Medusa ult off, you have to leave. At this point in the game, your TB isn't strong enough to just kind of fight. But it's hard because you're smoked and everyone's ready to fight and you're amped up, so it's understandable they went for it. Alright, what else? What's developing?
Yeah. He's now closing in on another cause net worth. Is what I'd love to see.
He's about to catch the Sentinel, yeah.
I'm gonna call it a stream snipe, but I'd love to see it.
And we were pretty harsh last week about his farming ability, so maybe he's stepping it up.
Who?
Wogan. Oh
my god!
Bit of the old stun stacking.
Oh,
Woo!
that was good.
He just ran into the camp and then back out.
Yeah, he maybe could have lived if
He could have. He could have. He
right?
just ran in a little circle. Why did I bet on Radiant? Says Super Pun Mans. I don't know. I would never bet on the lads.
Dire's bottom tower
Even the draft, it's hard to tell. Oh, hello.
You just can't bet against Dusa, really. The hero seems to not be able to lose in these games. They have hook up.
Why'd they
but no
quit?
blink. I think you at least throw out a speculative hook, right? It doesn't matter if you miss it.
You've got so much
I know
follow-up.
Shadow Shaman's just about to get a blink, but his inventory looks really sad.
Yeah, this is pathetic. Is this flying out? Is this a blink flying out? Oh, thank
flying out.
God.
I presume so. Otherwise, this is.
Wow, he's just gone brown boots blink. That's a ballsy play.
Look at the balls on that kid.
620. Alright, he has enough to cast each of his spells one time.
Radiant's bottom tower.
That's all you need.
That
That's
is-
all you need in a fight.
that
If
is
they're
all you
cast well enough.
You blink Hex, Snakes, Shackle, and stand there. This is the play. They're gonna smoke here.
Radiant's bottom tower is
I
under
can
attack.
smell it. Let me farm this camp.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Alright, I won't come with you.
Do you smell that? Do you smell that? I smell that.
Listen,
Money.
you smell something? You smell something? Money.
That's my money.
Okay.
Radiant's
Opportunity.
bottom tower is under attack.
Money. Don't.
Do you even
Stand
know who you're
so
handing them out
close.
to? I fucking love that scene. On my left. On my left. Alright, they're just gonna go tier 2. They can drop wards on this, right?
I have
Seemed to
3
make sense to you.
houses and a
Radiant's
condo.
bottom tower is under
What?
attack.
One of my favorite scenes of Bennett is the bathroom scene
Mm.
where he's like, "Steve, no.
Steve, no,
I'm
no.
sorry, no.
What did you hear, Gary? What did you hear?"
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
But they are going to drop the snakes on the bot tier 2.
I like it when he high fives
just
all
gonna-
the girls running on the treadmills as
Oh,
well.
yeah, it's- what is happening? Okay, never mind.
When this is over,
Structures are fortified.
yes, I set the market, so I set the price. I'm gonna gouge your fucking eyes out.
Radiant's
But you
bottom
get the
tower
sundae.
is under attack.
And you get the sprinkles, and okay, I get the cherry on
Is
top.
under attack.
Okay, I buy that. We're on
Fuck you
50
two.
million Garibaldi.
You trust this
AAA,
guy?
Whatever it was, triple
Sharpen
B.
your pencils.
Sharpen your pencils, boys.
Fuck you two.
You trust this guy? I have to. He's so honest.
Would I buy a car from him? No. Is he right about the markets?
Maybe, I don't
Let's
know.
see.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Oh, Wogan!
Oh, dodge it!
No,
Dodge it!
could've.
Oh my
Could've.
god.
Radiant's
Oh, not that!
Ah!
No, Wogan, who cares about dodging the fake grenade? Wow! Oh my
Radiant's
god.
bottom tower.
It doesn't really matter to this, but it's something I've seen a few of the pros who I watch on Park. They don't actually get level 2 Dream Coil, and they just max out the E first.
Oh no, that makes
Thought it was
sense
a bit
because who gives a shit about the...
Yeah, it doesn't really go up much in damage.
It's only the break
or
damage.
anything.
It's a tiny bit of initial damage, but yeah, I like that. The cooldown doesn't change either. I'll notice. I'll note that, and the mana cost actually does go up. Noted. For future ref.
Uh-oh.
Good dodge. Sexy. Has Kieran got shard yet? You have to get... Oh, he's almost got it. Grumpy Nerd also has a shard, so opted not finish off his arcane boots.
I mean,
Scardy
this is how you get the arcane boots. I'm not even kidding. The shard is so good for farming on this hero.
Yeah.
You can take a whole wave with one
I'm all
spell.
for Kieran. Kieran on Kieran action.
Siren versus Kieran. Siren wins. Uh-oh.
Would you get shard on Deucer this game, do you think? It might be good versus Viper.
I would get it maybe for the swap and for the stun, and I guess send to a stun and TB when if he tries to sunder you. I guess it's not bad. You turn it to
the thing is you have to go Ags as well, right? To get the...
Got on Kieran.
Kieran's gone on them.
Kieran is very low. He wisely bought phase boots to get out of the fucking ward trap of Grumpy Nerd. Can they descend on this bot tower? I think they can.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's not that important, but I would maybe get Ags this game, and if you get Ags, obviously you get shard. Just to snipe off the illusions from Terrorblade. Actually, does it kill?
I think Ags is insanely fucking pog on Medusa. It's just like
It's just too good.
it feels like whenever you play Medusa, everyone's just running away from you all the time. It's not really fun. Once you get the shard or the Ags, you stay there, son.
They're gonna drop water in the side ground. They've got him.
You've also your talents. If you look, he took the split shot damage penalty -12, but the Mystic Snake bounces, the Mystic Snake cooldown, like all of that stuff, means that I think it's just building towards this because it's so fucking strong a spell. Because as the game goes on, your fighting is gonna outlast their BKBs, right? Like once
does anyone care about this bottom rack?
There's no way they kill you in 6 seconds. So you're gonna have Mystic Snakes every 10 seconds, black. Every time they cast a spell on you, black. That he tries to do that to you, black. Oh, it's a big stun.
Gets the juicer ult off though.
Yeah, really big. That's it. She just lives, and the game is over.
Kieran gets to eat off.
Oh my god. That's miserable.
The snake.
Oh.
Why is Amos top? What?
Just knew he wasn't necessary, is all. Because he clearly...
No, Alfredo just stayed! They can't kill you, dude! Amos is like, lads, I'm gonna de-push top, because our tier 2 took 50 damage, so... One less death? Yeah, maybe. The old 28 minutes blink tranks. I've got to say, this feels like these lads are much poorer than they have any reason to be.
Shard as well.
Oh, he does have shard, that's true. Woo! Where you going, Amos? I do wonder what the lads do with their time. I've never taken the time to note it, to really study it, but I'm always curious. What are they getting up to?
I still have this really fond memory of... You remember when Cock was experimenting with Pos 1 a bit, and he was always like, I don't know why I'm not farmed. And then we just sat him down one day and watched a VOD of his, just watching where he went and the wandering paths he went down. And in his mind, he's farming the entire time.
Right.
He doesn't realise what he's doing.
He's doing nothing.
And the same with this. You don't notice in game when you're just walking backwards and forwards for 3 minutes.
Oh, here.
Oh my god. Amos,
this is quite a good fight for Radiant, maybe.
Yeah, they should take this.
They've isolated them.
They've dived so deep.
Go!
I don't know if you can go from...
Oh no. Why is TB hitting Ancients?
In fairness, he can't look at Medusa, so he might.
No, that's true.
This time.
He's gotta go and fight. What's he doing? Go, man, go!
Medusa has very low mana.
Medusa is fucked here. You gotta just turn and.
He doesn't have meta.
I think he'll just click
gotta
through.
turn and fight. You could have killed Stegosaurus there.
They got them all. Oh, no, Ben.
I think he would have killed Stegosaurus. In fact, he actually might have lived if he just turned and fought.
Yeah, he definitely would have killed Centaur.
I think Wogan once again failed to dodge a Avenge Q as well, because I don't know how he died.
I mean, he just can't
has
play. He
rules
can't
up,
play
he
the
has
hero.
magic
He
wand
needs this BKB.
He can't play the
he's
hero.
got a weird build. He doesn't have the old sort of bullshit shroud, eternal shroud.
We're gonna get Roche off this.
What, Kieran?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of the point of Pudge these days is the spell lifesteal builds. But it is, you're right, it's strange not to see it.
They have no idea they're doing this Roche, which is maybe a little bit.
You can't get over how little damage TB is doing. So without meta, TB is not really a scary hero. Like, meta is what makes him terrifying. And, I mean, this is not his ult. It may be on the ult spot, but Metamorphosis is his ult. Like, that's what people say about TB. It has to be the longest cooldown non-ult spell, other than Techi's Mind Sign. I think it's Techi's Mind Sign, and then I think it's TB's
Mind Sign like 300 seconds?
It's very long.
Something like that.
So, I personally can't think of a spell that's longer than this, other than if we take Techies out of the game. So this really is the hero, is defined by Metamorphosis. Because if it's down, you don't want to fight. It's like if Lone Druid has no bear. It's that bad for him. Reincarnate?
That's an
ultimate spell.
That's an ult, Eri. And also, this is 150 seconds at max level.
Look, he's just naming ults.
He is.
This is why Eri does not get taken seriously. He questions everything.
That's a diss on.
But that is classic Eri. I have to say something different, even if I'm wrong. Like, just classic fucking Eri.
Yeah,
really.
That has to be a diss on.
Like, if something is said, Eri has to have an opinion, even if it's dog shit, and missing the point entirely, and not even funny.
Poor Eri.
No, not poor Eri. He brings it on himself. Like, why do it? Actually, wrong. Just it's okay to just let other people talk, Eri.
Let's finish on Dota. No BKBs on any of the cores, I think, at the moment.
Fuck BKB, homie. What's wrong with you?
Exactly. These guys are not BKB
Alright,
gamers.
without looking, who do you think is leading the way for fantasy points at the moment?
Without looking?
Yeah.
Kieran.
I'm gonna say it's
Kieran the Pudge.
Shaman.
It's Amos, baby! Oh my.
Oh!
Oh no, stab it!
You fucking goon!
It's alright! Ah! Kieran tries to swap his way out!
Metaphor.
But no user ulti.
If Kieran, if not Kieran, if Nisha dies here, no meta for second life. Why are they still hanging about? Life is gonna be coming soon, lads. Be careful.
Speaking of,
really need to
PFlax
shave.
has now finished BKB.
I'm gonna, in between games, I'm gonna have to go and buzz this bit of my hair off because it's driving me up the fucking wall. I can feel it.
Yeah, but that's just because now that you know it's there, it's like a sore tooth.
Yeah, no, it is. It literally is. I'm just stroking it and like, why the fuck did I miss this? Do you know what? Normally when I shave my head, it's at the weekend, and I get my youngest to do a head check, and she's always like, "Yeah, oh, you missed a bit," and she's very good at it. And Mrs. F just sort of glances and goes, "Yeah, that's fine." But my youngest will be like, she's grabbing my head, she's like rotating it, she's like pouring over every detail. Perfect. That's what I want.
She's got like the spirit level out.
Yeah, she knows. Whatever is there a spirit level for a curved surface?
I
mean, a spirit level is saying, yes, this is level. Like, this is a 90-degree angle or whatever. You know, this is perfectly flat. And then you can put it on the other side.
If you have a perfectly round dome, then you could just...
Well, that's what I want. What I'm saying is I want one that shows the exact curvature of a dome, says whether it's off or not.
But there must be something,
so
you know, with
we
like,
need,
there's like professional golf balls, you know. They've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
to be made to the exact same standards. There's got to be the same like divotness on
Exactly.
each one.
There must
So they must
be
have a way to check
tool.
it.
There must be a tool that says this is perfectly spherical or within tolerance. A piece of string. All right, mate. If you're gonna come up with bullshit, go join channel airy.chat. Needs to get a heart on this lad.
Are you talking about Centaur, I presume? One of the only heroes in the game that... Oh, he is actually going hard as well.
Oh, we got
Oh,
owned by that
great
Centaur
flank.
like a month ago. He was called like... He was unironically called something like Big Smitty. I can't remember his name, but
Big
he's
Smitty!
I think he was called like Big Barry or something like that.
Big Barry! I found a Big Smitty YouTube channel, and I posted it in Discord. We don't think this is the Big Smitty. This is just a Big Smitty.
Just one of the long line.
But he is quite a big lad.
I
And
think it's franchised out, the Big Smithy name.
was it like React videos? Their apology video is still something I watch annually. I love it so much. We're not saying we own the React brand.
Oh my god.
We're just saying that we can offer you all the resources for React World. They're like so angry, weird alien-looking dudes. They look like bugs. Wogan?
Kieran here.
They're going for different targets, and they're going to catch neither.
Good blink cancelled. Please use your fucking phase shift.
He already did, but he could have used it again.
Well, he did, but he had it up again.
Oh, they're all dead anyway. It's all right. Luckily, oh my God,
please
Kieran.
don't make Kieran live.
There we go. The old straight line pudge dude. Yes, Amos! Top of the epi. Amos! Amos! How is he top?
Okay, that's how I want to play Dota.
He might have had a different view to us. We could see both heroes. He might have been lost in the fog.
We can see both heroes. It's more weird that he didn't opt to chase anyway.
Yeah, it looked like he gave up. That's what it looked like. He gave up. So he saw him and thought, nah.
That was literally like some sort of movie trope where the guard comes right up.
Must have been nothing.
Just behind where the guy is hiding.
Guess it was just the air.
Great understanding by Amos. He knew they could turn on him at any moment. Wanted to stick to the safety of his cores.
Must be the wind.
Just backing up.
Think I'm hearing things.
Radiant's top
Or like a drunk guy looks at his bottle of booze and throws it in the bin.
Yeah. Must be hearing things. 5 seconds later gets domed.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
What's Roche looking like? How long? 1 minute and 8 seconds.
Well, there is
So
a
that's
little
obviously
dire
the next-
chipolata of sentries there, and
Oh my god.
little wood, little sentry.
Oh,
There's
there's a dire.
There's a radiant one mid too. Oh, there was a triple threat.
Oh, that is a little
It's only-
chipolata right there. But
There was a third one.
I think my
there as
favorite
well.
part is that these were placed 027, 029 within 2 seconds of each other.
Yeah.
Which is like place, run, place. Intriguing. You do have to wonder. This is one of the many things I shout with the lads about is when I say we need some wards, they run out and just place them on the nearest available surface and then run back to base. It's like that's not helping, lads. Like that's dog shit. They're like, well, put the walls down. They're out of stock.
Yeah, but in the game of Scapegoat, it gets your attention right off their back immediately.
That's a card right there.
That is a card.
No wards have been
It's
placed.
like they're holding like a boiling hot plate. It just
The card would be the card would be you didn't place wards and that's a penalty on your score, and the counter would be dog shit wards placed ? And that counters that card.
So Medusa opting to go for the butterfly is interesting because it means they have to win the game in the duration of this time that this butterfly is encountered. Because the second an MKB comes out, this item is terrible.
I like
So they got like
In fact, I'm gonna improve this. There is the you haven't placed wards card. Then there is the actually pings map. I have placed wards, and the counter to that counter is the wards that you placed are dog shit. And then the counter to that is they have a Zeus and they've been dewarding.
Yeah, I like that. A bit of combo plays.
Real combo back to back to back to back.
Like stacking +2s on top of each other.
Just
keep going round.
If that ever happened, it would be so pog. They have Ag Snakes and a Medusa. Wait for the wave and dump it. Dump it.
Is Medusa's courier dead or something? Why is a butterfly not being purchased?
I don't know.
There we go.
There you
Fuck
go,
it,
Plague.
Just
Well,
obviously stream sniping.
That's why it's a stream
Those are some deep wards. Oh, Amos has gone in.
Oh my god,
Amos,
Amos!
what are you doing, buddy? Oh my god, Amos has really cursed his team here. What the fuck is this?
I feel like they're gonna win anyway.
They have
Luckily,
BKB on TV.
Alfredo
I think
is
he's gonna kill everything.
enormous. He might. Oh, okay,
And
yeah.
Satanic on TV.
Okay,
Yeah.
TB's just gonna kill everything now.
Oh no, he didn't kill the Shadow Shaman!
Oh my
That
god.
is
Oh,
so
Good swap,
important.
good swap. Woo!
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's a huge swap.
Radiant's middle barracks.
Amos,
So
what are
anti-Felix-
you doing? He's no longer top of the fantasy.
Has fallen.
Yeah, that was a disastrous
He's now
thing
grumpy
for them. That was
nerd.
so close to being good though. Anti-Felix doesn't send the final right click on Shadow Shaman. Shadow Shaman then turns around and starts killing him, and the swap saves that fight for them
Yeah.
at the final hour. And he bought back for that. What a value buyback. Roche up as well.
Woo! I mean, this is late game TB is genuinely terrifying. Like, I don't know what you do.
I'd like to see him build an Ags after this daedalus.
What does the Ags
It
do?
seems like it is the AoE fear that also gives
Oh
you
my
meta for 10
god,
seconds.
yes.
And in this game, when Medusa pops her ulti, if
You just there,
pop your
yeah.
Dire's middle
and you can avoid all of that damage and all that time where she can hit you and you can't hit her.
Oh,
That's
that is
perfect.
huge. Oh yes, pick it up. Excellent. That was only a shard. He's got the shard. Demon
He's got the
Zeal.
shard. Makes you a lot stronger when you're
Yeah.
on melee.
Like a mini
You can
meta.
actually do some damage. Yeah, I think it just makes you a little bit faster and stuff like that. It doesn't actually
It
put
gives
you
you
into meta.
plus 50 attack speed and 100% melee bonus, and your health cost 20%. That gives you move
Yeah,
speed.
so you lose a lot of HP.
Oh dear.
Okay, well he's got his W up. Oh, he's leashed though!
Easy, thank you.
Oh,
Kieran!
Kieran!
Oh, Wogan.
Oh, Wogan gets caught again!
Kieran totally baited his team into that.
Well, now they have no puck for 80 with no buyback.
Oh my god! Uh-oh.
This might be big.
BKB and
Oh,
meta
this
used
is
on the
really
first
big.
life.
Oh, the swap in!
Off Kieran! He swapped
Oh,
off the
it's happening.
centaur!
He does have Demon Zeal up.
Oh
No,
no!
he's just gonna die. That was... Okay, so... Kieran with a K,
He misclicked the swap.
he swapped out the Pudge that
Amos!
was about to...
Oh, he's screaming!
about to sunder.
Yeah. Oh, that was bad.
And because of that, NC-Felix had to sunder his Venge player. But you have to put that on NC. I mean, you use BKB meta and Satanic
On
all before
first
your Aegis
life,
goes down.
yeah.
That's just such a boo-boo.
I guess his feeling was his whole team is dying and he's dead anyway, unless they turn this fight. But I feel like at the very least, he could have... I think Pudge Eat had been used. He could have BKB TP'd out after that, surely.
Well,
Maybe
he
I'm
uses
wrong.
BKB.
No, but that's what I'm saying, is if he
Yeah,
waits
if
for
he
his
had-
second life, he can maybe BKB TP out. I don't know. Maybe.
But it's also, you know, Amos fed his team on the last
Yeah.
fight. It was Centaur feeding his team on that one. Way too aggro.
And Snakes Man is alive and running in with Ag Snakes. Please put it behind the tower, brother. That'll do. I'll take
That'll
that.
do. No buyback on Terrorblade. 30 seconds.
That's
Until he's
bad.
alive.
Game has never been more than 5k in net worth favorite.
Yeah, no, it really has been
It's
a
been
close one.
very close. Ooh.
Oh, that hex is huge.
Just getting caught for no reason, really.
Yes, Amos.
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
I think that is
That's a classic of the daytime defense.
trouble now.
You kind of forget that they can see you
Yeah.
wherever you stand.
Radiant's middle
There's the megas.
Might be the throne as well. 90 seconds, no Grimstroke.
middle tower has fallen.
The swap in on Grumpy Nerd.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Grumpy Nerd down, that's a big kill.
Oh, good hook.
Oh, that's a good hook.
That's huge.
Did he get
He
it?
does get the Sunder off! Get the Juicer! Kieran down! The Dream Coil goes down, they're gonna get Alfredo, they get Alfredo, there's 4 dead!
He can't have been much more than 100 HP on that Sunder.
Do you know what? I'm not kidding. They can win these fights. If they had not had this disaster at the top tier 2, I think they're winning this game. I think they actually blew it just with that one awful fucking fight.
Yeah.
You know what? The Centaur didn't need to go in and die for nothing. And then I feel like, is this NZ Fedex on Terrorblade?
It is NC Fedex.
I feel like he did everything wrong in that fight that could be done wrong. And then
Pretty much, yeah.
everybody else did everything wrong as well. The Viper did nothing, the Grimstroke did nothing, and the game was over. Like,
Oh, Working's getting a Lincoln.
Dire's middle tower.
yes,
Not because he needs it, but because
No.
he can't fucking dodge stuff.
he does
can't
no
dodge
damage.
stuff.
He does nothing in this game. I reckon he's done 15k damage in this game. I wouldn't be surprised. If it's more than that, I'd be amazed.
Is under attack.
But to be fair, if we are shit talking Wogan, I think it's only fair to say this Viper has equally done fuck all.
Oh yeah.
Their net
According
worths
to
are
the
actually
fancy point.
unbelievably exactly even.
Grimstroke as well.
True.
Meta. They're going meta end. They bought back.
Middle barracks are under attack.
I feel like that was a little early for Medusa to buy
Why
back.
wouldn't you go in and fucking coil them, Wogan?
It's hard to say.
And Blink's being cancelled on Pudge, so they're not going to catch up.
Get him!
Oh
Blink.
my god, you would feel terrified DP in there.
I don't know what Wogan's job is in this game, other than occasionally nuking waves, because it doesn't feel like he's tried to do anything. No,
got
no,
worse, guys.
lads, they
No.
just got that. The
To be fair, they
buyback
did
on
lose it quite
Medusa,
quickly.
that's
You
true,
can
but
lose track sometimes.
the buyback on Medusa is crucial here. I think if they kill Medusa again, they can the Radiant can legit win the game. Because do they have buyback? Let's
TP is
switch,
also,
switch into buyback status. No buyback. The Terrorblade has bought out.
He's going all in for a rapier.
Oh my god. Into
Which
MKB.
may actually end up may actually end up being less damage than just getting a normal MKB because of this butterfly.
Yeah.
But it looks fucking cool though. You can't deny that.
Yeah, but he already
be fair,
melts everybody. What item does he give up here for it?
Dragon Lance. Because he's already given up boots for the Dragon Lance. So.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's
no.
not a good start.
Why
Good
would you
4-star.
eat?
Kieran's
What
gone in,
is
he's looking
doing?
for something. Alfredo's looking for something as well. Alfredo still doesn't have Ags, by the way, so he's in free zone. They're going to lose 2 here. They've lost 2. In goes Desicorius. Alfredo's ulting now under the tower. He's going for the throne. He's going to be going for... Oh my god, they're going to kill the Grimstroke. They get the suck. She's in big trouble. They're going to get her. Alfredo's going to go down. He's down for 2 minutes. They're going to get Wogan too. He gets the silence on the venge. She doesn't give a shit. He gets the stun.
Oh my god,
Click him. Click him. Oh my god.
doesn't dodge.
Oh my god. They're all dead. They need help. Buy back. Buy back. No Medusa for 100. You can win.
I don't think. Lord.
So that they won that fight somehow without meta on Terrorblade.
Because they've got to have someone in face pushing out the way.
He does have the rapier. He does have the rapier. Can they fight them?
Viper and Centaur did all of the damage in that fight. TB only did 1500. Viper did 6.2k damage.
Just clicking.
Just clicking, and 4,000 from the Centaur. So Centaur did almost 2.5 times the damage of TB in that fight. You have to give a lot of credit to Centaur and Viper
Absolutely.
for
I want to
carrying
know
that.
how much of that was returned damage? Like, how much of that was Medusa clicking Centaur and just dying to it?
I'm not sure they can end in time. Do they have fort? Oh, they don't have fort.
They don't.
No,
have
they
fort, 'cause
forted
used
the
it on
creeps.
racks.
It's gonna get
We have meta.
I think TB can absolutely do this.
He's
going
gonna pop meta. He's got rapier. He can do this. Okay, dude.
Okay, so he's getting a bit hyper aggressive on Centaur. You don't think so?
Wogan does need to buy back here.
Look at how much damage he
Yeah,
does.
this could be over. They dropped the snakes to try and buy some time. They bought back on the puck.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
They're gonna get the buildings here. They've got no fort.
Oh, here we go.
Shackle.
They've lost. He's just going for it. He's just going for it. Oh my god, if he just goes for the clicks, he could kill them all. The Centaur comes in, gets one. He's still so big. They've got nothing. They buy back on the Shaman. Amos can't do anything. It's over. It's over.
Wait, how long did Shadow Shaman take to buy back?
A wee while.
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention.
Holy shit! A proper old back to forth comebacker. Let's look at the graph. Wow, look at that. The graph didn't even have time to catch up. Dire was like 90% to win and then blew it. The graph ended at 50-21.
Even in that final fight, NZ, the TB and the Centaur both wasted their BKBs on nothing.
Yeah.
Right? And it was so close if they had done that. Oh my god.
Well, damage done. Wogan, alright, he did 26k. I take it back. 26k, obviously that's still less than the Shaman, less than the Pudge, half as much as the Medusa, and only about 14k more than Amos Lion. Somehow, Bible was about Nisha. Only did 34k hero damage, but that 12k building damage, that tells the story. All you need to do with Terrorblade is win that crucial fight where you got no buyback. You're going to lose your buildings. That's it. That is it. Wowzers. What a game. All right, MVP.
Oh man, that's actually I think it'd be hard not to say it's Terrorblade who won that game for them, right?
Agreed.
I didn't like everything NZ did that game, and I think the actual clutch was Viper and Centaur in that final bit, but they also did so little in the rest of the game. It'd be hard to MVP them.
Centaur had 14 kills. He wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, he was 14-5 and 23.
Better score than NZ.
Yeah, 14-5 and 23. I kind of think that, like, the weird thing is this Centaur actually, as the game went on, once he got that heart and that BKB and that Lotus and everything, they really struggled to kill him because you have Lion, Shaman, and Puck. Like, what are they going to do to this hero? They're going to die to this hero. The only person who could really kill him is Alfredo. Like, Kieran's going to eat him a bit. He's not going to care. How do you control this guy? And Viper as well.
MVP Centaur and on Terrorblade.
I think so. I think that's fair.
I'm MVPing Terrorblade, to be honest.
I want to say
just because he bought a rapier.
All right, and he won. He won the game. Yeah, Let's say MVP Terra.
If he bought the rapier and fed, then he would have got LVP.
Of course. So he took the gamble. You're right. He took the gamble. Let's say MVP for Terrorblade, honorable for Stesicorius, and I want to say a diss on for Wogan for just being absolute dog shit on Puck and
we could LVP Wogan.
I honestly, he did nothing.
So much.
We do. He is LVPable most games though.
This is his issue.
Like it's going in. Like
no.
we need strict, harsher and harsher punishment.
We need an intervention. Are you saying the KBJ award? I don't think he's KBJ award worthy.
It's not KBJ this game.
I think he's immune to these awards.
He just doesn't. He doesn't seem to want to get better, and yet he still puts his team through.
No, I mean he does actually want to get better. Like
he doesn't. Yeah, but he does.
He does ask us to coach and things.
Right.
It's just. I mean, I think he knows what he's not doing right, but in the moment he's just not thinking about it. He needs to take some time out, think. Just in a game, like what's gone wrong for me? What do I need?
Get in the broadcast channel, by the way. Yeah, I mean, here's my problem with the whole "I want to get better" thing is, you guys have been commentating on his games now for a year. He's not getting better. Like you can see that he is listening because there are things he does that he's learned from you guys telling him. But he's just gone massively backwards, and he's still not just learning the basics of Dota. Like, he literally can't even last hit most of the time. His spellcasting is extremely suspect, and he still insists on going mid. If you go mid, you're putting a big flag on yourself saying, I'm going mid, lads. I'm going to win mid and do something for the team. And if you don't, I think you deserve to get called out. I think that's fair. I have to go shave this bit of my head. I will be back.
Alright, eh? That was arguably one of the closest games we've ever had. I don't think it felt that close because Radiant had some very stompy fights, but the network was never shifted.
I think everyone was just stomping every fight, but it wasn't even stomps. Like, I have no idea what Medusa was doing in the end. They could have just, you know,
fought.
Like the fight didn't work, lads. Just back off. Like, if they need to get out, they have BKB piercing coil. They'll be fine. Their decision to go for the end is it's not like, I mean, you can see the reason behind it, but it's just so naive.
I think the way I would explain it is Medusa walked past a fight to hit Ancient, and that's not really what you want to do. You want to either be hitting Ancient and the enemy team is playing behind their Ancient, so they're forced to go on you, or if they're taking a fight with you, you have to fight them first. Because in walking past, he meant that he didn't click Viper or fight Viper, and he just lost all of his mana. Like, remember in that final fight, the Terrorblade with all of these items did nothing because he didn't have meta. He was too afraid to run in. So if Medusa just killed the Viper, the fight would have been over, and TB would have done nothing. And it was, you know, but you do just, like, someone calls to go for the end and you just, like, your brain shuts off and you're panicking, your heart's pounding, sweat flooding down onto your mouse, and you don't know what's going on anymore. But it was a boo-boo at the final stage. But not the only boo-boo that game. The Amos high ground feeding his entire team with him, probably the first step to the downfall.
There's like a thing in like amateur tennis where don't try and go for like the money maker shots. Just wait for your opponent to make a big mistake, because most of the points won at the amateur tennis level are because some guy literally just cuts it. And it feels like you could apply that to Goon Dotes. Like, just play a calm, steady game. Someone randomly just jumps in out of position, killed, and the fight is won. You don't need to go for these crazy jumps. I don't know why Amos is jumping in like that. It doesn't make any sense. You got Kieran to do that if you really need to. I don't even understand it. It's like they felt like they were on a clock or something. Like,
Wogan is saying he played Puck all week in the lead up to trying him in an in-house, and you had a bad game. I would say, Wogan, the problem is I didn't feel like you had any feel for the hero at all. It looked like you just picked it up. Like, you didn't dodge anything.
Did you play those games? Did you play those games when you were practicing on your home server?
Like, Venge Stun is a super easy thing to dodge as Puck. Like, it's such a big delay. A lot of it is the lag. 100 ping is hard. Well,
I would say, in all honesty, Wogan, your biggest issue to learning Dota is you are trying, it feels like, a new hero every
week. That's my point. Is you're literally picking a new hero every week, and you've yet to even crack some of the basics of Dota, to the point where it's like, what is he doing? And I'm just thinking, stop trying to fucking learn new heroes all the time. If you just try to main of 2 or 3 mids, that's the only way you're going to learn. What has happened here?
I don't know.
Oh my god, they fucked the lobby. Brilliant, well done. This happened last week. Flute fucked the lobby up by changing the team name. You like playing a new hero every week. I'm just saying.
But Hunter, you're playing heroes that, in all fairness to you, are quite similar and reasonably simple. Wogan is going from Storm to Invoker to Monkey King to Puck.
Right.
Those heroes play almost nothing alike, and there's some Void Spirit mixed in there as well. They play almost nothing alike. They have very different ideas of what they want to do in Dota. If you want to get good at this game, you need to become really comfy at a hero, so you're not thinking about what your hero is doing or what spells to cast. You can actually think about the rest of Dota.
I would highly advise you learn other roles. It is,
and other roles will help as well. I think mid only is.
It cannot be
forward.
understated how much you learn about playing against other roles.
Yes.
When you play those roles.
100%. You have to mix it up. The thing is, by you just always going mid, it feels to me like you're saying, I've got this, lads. I've got mid cracked. This is all I need. And then you go in and you insist on mid every time. And it's like, why? Because the guys you're up against play like a pretty fixed group of heroes. And it feels to me like it's very hard for you every week. And your team loses because of it. That's why we keep giving you these dishons. Because it's like, you did nothing mid, and their mid was out of control. That seems to happen more often than not. So, either stop playing mid for a while and try to learn some other heroes and the fundamentals, like even simple stuff like last hitting. You don't insist, you ask and they agree, but the lads are always going to agree. They're lovely lads. They're never going to say absolutely not. They're always going to say, oh sure, yeah, Wogan mid, no problem. But the thing is, we see you do well on some heroes. Those are the ones you've played the most, I feel. From the game perspective, Wogan's puck was a nuisance? Jesus Christ, Kieran. It was a nuisance for us.
I wouldn't take it too harshly, Wogan. The puck is, more than almost any other hero, really shit when you have lag and are not...
Yeah, he's a really fiddly hero.
You've put in very good performances, and I know you can do a lot better. Just don't worry if week on week you are shit sometimes. If you can just focus on one thing each time and feel like you're doing better with it, like if you just, not for an in-house, but just for next week, just say, all I'm going to think about is farming. And I'm going to make sure that my farm feels good for the game I'm in. I'm not going to worry about if I get picked off or if I'm like missing in some team fights or whatever. Just going to say, that's all I'm going to focus on.
If you're saying you are trying, that's fine. Quickly. But I am going to say it doesn't feel like you're trying when it feels like you're still playing the same way you did when we first started watching you. We had high hopes. You're like the Freddie Adu of the Goon in-houses. Freddie Adu was 15 when he started playing football, and everyone was like, this kid's the future. He's going places. And then he just stagnated, and it led to hatred.
I speak for the trees.
And he bounced around to like 10 different clubs. Everyone was like, fucking remember Freddie Adu? I'm saying remember Wogan. Remember Wogan? He was going to be our bright new thing. And then he keeps doing dumb shit.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think anyone... This Discord is not the place to get good.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah.
There's just, like, not good people here. Like, I mean, I mean, I think Eddie is probably one of, like, the far outliers. Like, one of the only people who has played with the Goons and improved a lot.
There have been a couple. There have been a couple.
Although, that being said, I'm not necessarily sure if Eddie has actually improved, like, a massive amount, or if he was horrendously underranked before.
I mean, you know, the other issue is that one way that people climb up the ranks is they spam 2 or 3 strong heroes that they can play. Like, a ton of people I know have done this. A lot of people have done this. A hero is big in the meta, they just spam that hero, and they literally play that or one other hero over and over and over and over again, and you can win a lot of games that way. It's super fucking boring. But you might at least learn enough about Dota and to improve in general. It's not about picking a hero and getting good at that. I just think if you can get good at a hero, you can then focus on all the other many fucking facets of Dota you need to learn. And Puck is tough, man.
This is like 3 of these heroes are like favorite heroes. Like Phoenix is my favorite hero. Wendy is plays apart from Lone Druid, of course.
Wendy's definitely one of plays, and I love Prophet.
Nature's Prophet.
And I love Slay and Snap as well. Probably one of my better heroes.
Good heroes. I do like this. However, I am concerned at the lack of stuns so far.
For Radiant, definitely. For Radiant. Dire, you've got 2 kind of finicky ones. A setup stun would be great for this.
Silencer. Good God. And they've already got a decent answer to Egg with El Snap Fiorino. The fast clicks absolutely destroy that thing.
Dire team ban.
Like when I play Puck and then I watch Thomas play Puck, he's much better than me. But Puck is a hero that I started playing and I just literally played Puck over and over and over and over again to the point where all the other stuff about Puck just became second nature, like dodging spells and all the rest of it. And then I could try and focus on her last hitting animation or when I should rotate or what items I need against what I'm playing. Like, you've got to learn so much other shit about Dota. Like, that's the worst thing when players in Dota, pro players have to change position, when they have to go from like mid to off lane, or they were playing carry, now they're going pos 3 or whatever, pos 4. They have to suddenly learn so much more, because it's not just about learning different heroes and different roles. The matchups are the key. The matchups are the key. And when I'm playing Puck, there are certain heroes, if I'm up against them, I'm like, ah, fuck. I've got to play against this. Like, I know this is an L. There are some heroes when I'm playing Puck, I'm like, perfect. This is exactly what I want to play against. The whole enemy lineup is perfect. Slow-ass stuns, dodgeable shit, perfect. I should not die this game much. And I'm going to make their life a misery. Perfect. Like, that's what you have to learn. Not just how my spells work. Like, that should become second nature. At that point, you have to learn about what you focus in the fights and everything. But that comes from just hammering a few heroes over and over again. But the problem with doing that is you're not learning enough about the game. So to me, the biggest thing about Dota is you have to, early on, play a bunch of different heroes to get a feel for what they all do, whilst also trying to learn the basics of the game. But then when you want to improve, you have to pick a few heroes and pick those over and over and over again. Just a pool of like 5 to 10 heroes that you can play, variety of different roles, so that you know, alright, I'm picking this, I know how to play this, I can now concentrate on all the other shit I need to learn.
Radiant team.
That's what I do. That's what a lot of other people do.
Radiant team pick. Dire team pick.
Because if you've never played Dawnbreaker, you don't know what the fuck she's doing. We all know what Sniper does, right? You know, if you're Puck and he assassinates you, you can face shift dodge it. Easy. Like against this team, if I was Puck, I can dodge all of their shit. This is a good Puck game so far. They have, other than the Prophet might get a fucking Orchid, you can get a Yules, no problem. You can dodge every single thing in this game.
I don't know how true this is, but I've heard the lads talking about Dawnbreaker as the hot shit this patch, potentially.
She's very strong.
She seems quite...
Is it Ebby I played with? I think Ebby plays Dawn. He played with him, I think, yesterday. And he went pos 3 Dawnbreaker off lane and just fucking destroyed. Like, absolutely fucking destroyed. And it seemed like this hero did a ridiculous amount of damage. And the strength is that she could just go and farm. Like, no other pos 3, you can go and farm and then just join any fight. And it also acts as an escape. So how the fuck do you kill this hero? And in lane, I'm not kidding, level 2, she does so much damage to their pos 5. We just killed them over and over and over again. It was ridiculous. We did Prophet Dawnbreaker, and he's crushed the lane with my pos 4 Prophet. That's how strong this hero is, and how good he was on it.
Razor.
I suppose
Razor is the...
He's very strong.
Standard for strong carries at the moment. Again,
I suppose you just pick this, and what do they pick in response as a carry, right? Like, it's kind of tough.
It is tough, and this fucking... Any hero that can build Refresher quite naturally is very annoying to play against.
I would be kind of
tempted, on the upside, though,
to get a Blink on Razor, Blink BKB Refresher, and just get on top of this fucking Sniper and just suck all
I was about
down.
to say, they already have a decent sort of counter argument in the Sniper that you're not going to get on particularly easily.
No, but if you got a Blink, huh? Huh?
Exactly, you own him.
You don't care if he disarms you. You're just chasing him down.
No, not particularly.
Because if you get disarmed, I think with your ult and with the leash, you're still whipping them. If you've been disarmed, do you still do the whip with leash?
It used to be that way, and then they changed it so it is actual right click. So if you do get disarmed, you won't be hitting anymore.
Okay.
Because it used to be, it was kind of like automatic. It flowed down the whip or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was really strong. That was crazy. You could not stop those lads if you tried.
Yeah, the snap against the Phoenix is kind of tough. It is kind of tough.
It does make quite a bit of sense this game for Razor to just focus on Sniper and have Faceless Void handle the rest of the team.
Indeed. Here's a question for you, young Play Guga. If I have Focus Fired Phoenix and Phoenix then eggs, does Focus Fire persist or not?
No. it's
You become a different.
You won't hit the egg fast. I don't know if it persists if the egg like breaks. I think it removes status effects, and focus fire is, I think, technically a status effect on them. So I don't know if it will last afterwards, but it does not transfer to the egg.
The one thing for Void here is if Dawn is not in the chrono, she can just ult on top of the chrono, and it's going to be really hard for him to kill anyone in there. They do have good damage outside it, but
yeah, they have Snapfire ult.
That's it.
But that's also quite like slow damage, right?
It is.
Which,
You've got
again,
Wendy ult as
ult.
well. If she gets a maelstrom or something, she could pop off. But the Jug, I guess the plan is here. Razor static right. So if Razor static links me as Jug, and I ult Razor, does static link persist or is it broken?
10 seconds.
Because I'm off the map.
If you leash Jug.
5 seconds remaining.
Oh, I don't know. I think it breaks.
It should do, right?
Because I think Jug kind of goes to his own separate dimension, but I wouldn't. Well, I'm not entirely sure on that one.
Toffee says the impact stun from Dawn happens as well on top of Dawn. The thing is, I don't think she doesn't fall from the sky the way that like Techie's suicide does. I think she literally appears on the ground, but I could be wrong. Someone says the link persists through just about everything. So that's my question is, what doesn't it persist through? Because if you banish someone, they're still linked, right? If you astral someone, they're still linked.
Yeah, maybe it does. I'm trying to think of like, because I'm sure I've seen this matchup before, but maybe I'm just fucking with my own memory.
Let me look up Razor. Abilities. Static link is broken when either unit dies or the link gets stretched more than 800 range. Nothing else can break link. That's it. Nothing else can break link.
Strong spell.
Eri, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Eri, sniff, sniff. What's the debate? Huh?
Oh,
People discussing something? Sniff, sniff.
It.
Zoe Jug. I can't remember seeing this. Jack Birdman, I believe, is a Jet classic, but I could be wrong. I'm sure I've seen him play the Birdman quite a bit.
I have a feeling that it's what we first perhaps noticed Jack.
I think it might be Jack Birdman is a Jack classic. Haven't seen Jack in a wee while, actually.
No, he's been in and out. Snook, being an absolute legend, has tested the focus fire egg interaction. I'm right in saying that it does not focus fire the egg, but after the egg, it actually resumes the focus fire onto the Phoenix. So it remembers that you were focused.
Zoe just didn't want to spin there? Okay, cool. Literally, Wendy just walked up to you and you didn't bother spinning? I think she's dead. Never mind. You at least forced her to take Wind Run. Which I guess she probably wants to take anyway. Prophet is down here. Bean. I'm going to be watching Bean's Prophet, who's got 6 tangos for some reason. Don't agree with this. Would have taken two branches, a set of tangos, and 2 wards myself. Dire do not win this, says Klein. Interesting. Have they gone for the mid? Is it mid Razor? I guess it's mid Razor, right?
Yeah, I'd assume so.
The battle begins.
Oh dear. Random guy taking a lot of damage. They do have Flute on Razor, so I think it's Flute offlane. I think it's mid Wyvern actually. Ashwin.
We did see some mid Wyverns today in the DPC. So
I wonder if Nutkin placed a ward there.
Falling into place.
Did Wind Ranger just block mid camp? Yeah.
Might have centried it. Yeah.
She did.
Which can be
right there.
To do with.
That is right on the cusp. Bob is betting all in on Dire. We'll see.
generally speaking, lineups with the Faceless Void are easier to execute than lineups without it. Because you just can rely on Chrono to at least catch something. But I have heard a lot of hype about this Dawnbreaker hero, man. It may be the shit.
She is very strong. So far, I don't see Cheesy Bacon getting a huge number of last hits. Let's 10 on last hits. He's got 3. There's 1. Oh, you need to actually click on the enemy units. Oh, Cheesy. I can't watch. I don't know how many of these lads are playing on bad ping, but it's like a unit is there ready to be last hit, and the response is negligible. Like, they'll run around it in a circle and then not be in a position to last hit or deny. And I just think, you know, do something. Hit something.
So I think Wyvern may actually do quite well against Sniper.
I'd have to see. I don't know.
You're never going to be outranged properly.
Ashwin plays a fair bit of Wyvern. I've still barely played the hero. When he comes back, we'll find out how does she do against Sniper. I mean, the issue I would have is, oh dear, Bean is dead. That's first blood for Flute.
First blood, and the atmosphere's electric.
I think he's saying, Bob, do you want to bet a Dota Arcana on the outcome of this game? I don't know what DW means. I thought that meant don't worry. Laning against Sniper
saying, Bob, you don't need to open the actual bets because we can do an Arcana bet. Maybe that's what he's going for. Who knows?
I guess.
Oh my god! I just opened the CS. Flute is suffering CS wise.
Oh, he's 4 and
2.
Yeah.
That's hard to do as Razor.
Flute is terrible. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been playing with him a fair bit lately, and Flute is absolutely abysmally bad.
It's fair, I think.
Like, he is really
a fair description.
Actually quite painful to play with levels of bad.
But like, he steals 72 damage. So how can you miss CS when you steal 72 damage?
Equally, how could they must
steal
be
either of these?
Just click! Just click! Just click!
Oh my god, he walked away. I'm gonna.
That's Flute. Now he's dying to trees. The trees are just fucking him up. You could have killed the jug, lads. He's stolen all the damage. Now he's miles back. Get the creeps. This is actually the bad thing to do as Prophet, is pushing the wave with the creeps. You don't want to do that. You got to make sure that doesn't happen. Link.
I feel like in the time we've been talking, he's managed to get 3 CS, and all of them have been triads.
There's 1. No,
there we go.
Okay, he got 1.
You got 1. That's all you need. 1 at a time, right? Just take it slow.
Eat.
Every step takes it closer.
9 CS in 4 minutes 30.
It's been pretty poor.
As Razor.
They're only closely followed up by Faceless Void.
How's the Void doing?
Loving the Wyvern
12.
mid, though.
Yeah, no, we were saying, how does this matchup go against Sniper, Ashwin? Because you'll have a better idea than us.
Oh, I mean, everyone loses versus Sniper. I mean, I don't think Wyvern wins his lane that often. He just sort of farms and then gets his items. I mean, there are a few bad things against Sniper. He's never really going to be hit with his Splinter Blast. And he's never really going to be in range for your ult. So, kill possibility is not great.
Snooga, that is a dead Wendy. Look at that damage. Snooga, I think the thing is, Flute probably gives a shit about volleyball. I don't think Flute gives a shit about Dota. Like, I really don't think he gives a shit. I think he could care less if he does well or not. Zoe is really struggling here.
Going for the kill though. How much damage does Flute have? None. Gets one.
Oh, the TP in.
Oh my god.
Emu abandoning his carry to this murderous lane.
This is so bad. Look at this poor faceless void. This is Windrunner players in a fucking nutshell.
You're a Windrunner player.
I'm a Windrunner player, and I'm saying this is what I would do in a nutshell. I don't want to help you out. I'm gonna go try and do cool shit because I'm a Windrunner. Look at this fucking faceless void.
His off-season passion is to climb in Dota. I suppose me berating him and saying I can't play with flute anymore had some effect. I was literally like, I can't flute. I'm sorry. Like I'm never playing with Soups again. It's never happening. Played with him, I think yesterday. Just did literally nothing for the whole 40-minute game.
What, Soups or flute?
Soups.
What are we talking about here?
Could be either. Like he played Centaur and just like at one point there was a willow right next to us. He just walked past. I'm just like, what are you in the game for? Like, it was such a bad L. And it really, I was in super bad mood because of it. And then we wanted to have two really pog games. I got a Rampager's Cottle. And I was like, I know it's not me. All the time. In these goon games, the lads must play a part. Oh my god, yes. Ah! Check down. Can they get down? Click! Just everyone click! Yes! It's just, some lads just want to play Dota like it's a clicker game, like a background game. But when I play it, I'm clicking so fucking much. It's such an intense game. And if you're a super intense clicky guy, and you're trying your best, and everybody else is just fucking doing nothing, it's super frustrating. Like, it's not even about skill. I'm like, if you were trying to stun people and missing, I'd be like, fair enough, you know, we tried, I miss spells, it happens. But when you just do nouch, it's like, what's the point? Why'd you offer to play? You didn't come here to play Dota. So
well, you know, they've had a hard day at the hospital.
Exactly, it's that level. It's that level of excuse. Where it's just like, oh, I just didn't fancy doing anything today. It's like, well, fucking, I could have got someone else.
I will say, this Wyvern seems to be outskilling everyone in this game.
Yep.
CS is
well, Bommy B's a bit of a beast, and he's coming bot now.
Yep. He is against Nutkin, so...
Not God, I think you mean.
I mean, Boomers did win last week, so I cannot criticise Nutkin for anything.
Loses almost a whole creep wave. Clicky, clicky! Oh no, that's not how that works, Bommy. Use your invis. I feel like 7 denies is a lot less than I would expect from a sniper, I'll be honest with you.
I mean, we're talking about
Here comes
CS
Wendy!
Void.
Shackle! Oh no, oh no! Yes, Bean! Here comes Birdman! Oh my days! Yeah. Oh my goodness, they're tipping each other.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just one final note on the CS scores. Faceless Void has 20 CS at 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Which is horrific. Like, horrifically bad.
Zoe dead. Bean also dead. Flute! I would go for such a stupid TB if I was Prophet here. Oh, he's been south.
It must be so tempting all the time.
It is really.
I'm not a Prophet player, but you must be looking at all these kills that you
everyone,
know
I'm
deep
like,
in your heart
they're
probably
like,
are not
he's
happen.
one click. I'm like, oh. I mean, sometimes you do it. Like the other day, I think I can't remember who was playing against some hero. I TP'd in, and they walked up, and I just treated them and hit them twice, and they died. It's like perfect. And then you just TP back to base or to a lane. Job done. And it's like no other 4 can do this. Like genuinely, maybe a clock rocket if you land it just right. Oh, here comes the dawn.
What about the Posy 4 Invo?
Yeah, no, yes, Invoker, obviously. The slow, Flute might live here. He's away.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
He got some CSs on the way, nice.
Oh, the hammer!
Oh! Oh! Bobby B could have come over there and saved some lives. This is great time for Cheesy Bacon to catch up. Going for mask. No, Cheesy, no. You must get the uncontested farm. Don't walk in a circle. Just stand next to the creeps and hit them when they get low.
This is like significantly worse than the Void last week, and Mephisto Mori was already a pretty bad Faceless Void. And then
switch to Agi Treads. I would just leave the lane. This is so slow. Go leave, Cheesy, please. Dragon Lance on Nutkin. I like to rush the Morbid Mask, but I'm bad like that. I think it depends really. I get it because then you can farm much quicker. Like this doesn't help you farm. You get the Mask of Madness, and then you go brrrr, and you farm a camp, and then you go back to lane and you click the creeps, and then you go back to jungle and you farm the camp, and you just do that. I mean, this doesn't help you. You're not looking to fight. You're a sniper. You got a Dragon Lance. Just go fucking
you don't really
farm.
need sustain. You're not going to take any damage when you're farming neutral camps. Do you just, I presume you just go Witchblade out? Oh, hello. They're going on Sniper. Decent Shackle. A free kill.
Oh, an egg into...
It looks fine.
This is going to work.
Oh my god!
What a gamer.
I think Cookie was down, as was Lil Shredder. I think he popped Lil Shredder to try to get in range, but I think he'd already used Cookie, so he couldn't gap close. Yes! Bean, yes! Yes!
The double globals coming in. Yeah, that was a beautiful play by Jack. I think he hit 2 or 3 of the Fire Spirits on the swoop.
Yeah.
Just owned them.
I mean, whoever the first one they killed, the Razor was definitely slow as fuck. Or the Wyvern, I can't remember. Whoever it was a fucking snap next to AN other hero. Tagged them both. They turned around to try and kill it. If you don't have Lil Shredder up, that egg's going off.
Oh.
Big curse.
That's a dead prophet, man.
But do you want the Prophet to die? Probably, why not?
Luna has no mana for...
The Gauze! Dan is dead! The Shackle might buy some time. And the power shot from Emu! Very pog! One extra click on the Dawn and then a power shot to finish. Dav, take note.
This is what I mean. It's just so fucking exciting. It doesn't matter if any other hero could have done the same thing there. It's just so fucking exciting to kill someone with Windrunner.
Oh, the mask. Pop it, Cheesy, please. Cheesy. The lane creeps, Cheesy. They're worth more than a camp. Cheesy! No! He's not using the mask to farm and he's not farming the lane. Ah, kill me.
Hello there. Oh my god. Big fight in the Radiant Shrine area. Pew! Good kill steal from Nutkin. Nutkin's a very high level sniper player, actually. Looking at the Dota Plus ranks.
No, Cheesy, the lane! The lane!
He actually has the most last hits right now. His eyes that were impressive stuff from the kid.
Will Mask of Madness be used for farming ever? I'm going to say no.
No. Tell you what though.
Cheesy?
At 10 minutes, Zoe had like 40 CS to Cheesy's 20. Now they're on the same amount of CS, so this has been a disastrous 5 minutes for Zoe. And a pretty successful one for Faceless Void.
This is so slow.
Yeah, it takes a while for Faceless Void to get going.
Yeah, but dude, use your fucking mask. Use it. No, it's...
actually, I was meaning to ask, do you just go Ags after Witchblade this game on Wyvern?
It's Gauze,
G-O-Z.
It means to puke. Cheesy? Cheesy?
I mean, I do usually go Orchid,
Is under
but
attack.
Cheesy?
up to you.
Cheesy? You have Mask of Madness. The Mask of Madness.
I would go
Radiant's
Orchid,
bottom
that's just what I
tower is
do.
under attack.
On Prophet? Or oh no, on Wyvern you always go Orchid. I've seen you.
Ooh.
Oh, trouble for
Very
Zozo. There
pretty.
goes the Omni. Where's the heal? He hasn't skilled it!
Ooh. Gets away though.
Oh, the Prophet ult!
Is under
Oh,
Tagged him! Nice one, Bean. Well played, mate. Top draw shit.
Best
I
hero
will
in
say,
Dota, obviously.
Oh, he's going for a
Not
Vlads.
getting the heal on Wyvern is probably...
Not even one level, man.
Yeah, I actually get it level 4 when I play Wyvern mid. Just because it's such an incredibly valuable spell.
So he's getting the Vlads on Prophet, I guess, to back up his lads? Oh, bit of a lag.
Well, it's
spike
going to be
there.
for the Wraith Pact eventually, which is a god tier
Yeah,
item.
but you don't want to get that. Get fucking someone else to get it. Fucking Dawn to get it or some shit. Now they
There
know
are
you
more
got
fun items
vision
to
there.
get,
Well done,
but-
geniuses. Now they know you have vision there. Ping, ping, ping. They have vision here. Put a sentry down. Emu, put a sentry. You have a... There we go. Free ward for you. Well done, Sniper.
That's so sad.
Fucking idiot.
That's so sad.
Fucking idiot. Oh, Nutkin's good on Sniper. Stupid, dumb shit. The lads do every game. Drives me
Oh,
up a
Shackle.
Phoenix in
fucking
a little
wall.
bit of trouble. Swoops away.
If he gets help up here, this is a big egg.
Could have Gale forced that as well to catch up. Yeah, this is interesting. So Emu has gone for the maxed
Phoenix, no
Windrun
TP.
on. So Emu's gone for the max Windrun and positive for Windrunner. I think that's really incorrect. You should max out your shackle shot after power
Oh,
shot on the pos 5.
absolutely. Holy shit.
'Cause
Bean has
Kieran
come in! Bean has come in! There's the curse! And the gods! Here comes Jack! And now he's decided to feed also!
Oh, yes, Nutkin.
The glide! The glide!
Yes, Nutkin.
No! He went for the assassinate, you goob! Didn't use Mask of Madness either. Oh, hello.
I don't think this will work. Don't know about you.
I say
think
Zoe
this
is
is a massive waste of
wasting
time.
her time here. She's giving up.
And whilst all this is going on, Cheesy Bacon, his rise continues. He's now on the same map CS as Sniper. Where's...
Oh, to gauze is to spit, apparently. I thought it was to
Radiant's
puke.
middle tower is under attack.
It sounds funnier as puke. Bean! Oh my good Christ. Thank you, Bean. Get some
I'm not
of
sure
them.
about this. There's a chrono. The flute walked in.
Cheesy Bacon is so bad. Oh, it's a good woman, oh.
Is
I'm
it?
not sure.
Gale
Because
Force
the
is
Gale
fucking up.
Force fucked it!
What's the sniper with no damage? Was Razor took all of his damage.
Triple kill for Windrunner.
Triple.
I think we can say not worth for the Faceless Void.
I think we can
Turns up
say...
Chronos.
Oh, lay!
That was very pretty.
This is a messy one.
Yeah, that Gale Force, what? Why were some heroes moved so much less than others in that Gale Force?
They were
was so
blocked by the
weird.
trees, I think. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the trees and creeps were bumping into them. Is Faceless Void going to use Mom at all in this game? I'm going to say not.
He
And
bought
he's,
it for the Morbid Mask and just leave
and
us
just
at that.
thought, yeah. We used to do interventions. We gave up. We stopped. It was a thing that happened for a while. Interventions were done.
You know, things, they come and go in the trends. Interventions might return someday if we think they're funny enough, but for the most part, they just weren't that interesting.
I enjoyed them because it did help the goobs. This could be a dead cheesy bacon. Oh.
I think, yeah. The void is hard to catch when he knows it's coming. So that's a good tree reveal. Cheesy bacon, you have your Q.
Saving it.
Bean is going to die for this. Can I get anything else?
Oh, the egg! Random guy's like, it's my time, but I'm blocked by trees! He couldn't get there because of the trees.
The tree's coming in strong.
The curse!
Oh.
That's not the target.
Zoe's lost all her damage.
Oh no! The goose! Random guy, don't you dare leave! Pew! Cheesy is low! Oh my god. Bean? Must have died at the start.
Yeah, Bean was the first to fall when they were still chasing the Faceless Void. Or rather left behind.
Who got timed
He does
out?
have a shot. Oh, I think there's been really shit meme going on where people would just say Emu's Divine 5 or Divine 3 or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's tedious.
And Eri has... You know what? Good on Eri. He's actually put his foot down for the first time in his life.
This is the least Eri thing that's ever happened.
And he's
had enough.
Laying out some lore.
He has had enough.
Going for the BKB on Wyvern after Dragonlance. So, this Wyvern's gonna not do much damage, is the problem. But maybe he just thinks the CC won't be enough.
Who said that OD Pixel did this on his stream? The whole music thing not going to VOD. I'm sure someone said Owen does it.
Someone said Owen uses a Twitch plugin.
Right, they're lying. He's never heard of this.
Yeah, okay.
Like, I don't know who said this. He literally just said to me, I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds possible. He did not say, oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. So thanks, chat. Morons as usual. Why is Pyrion mean to
From
chat?
what I've heard, it's something like a virtual audio cable that goes into a layer that is streamed out but not like downloaded to the VOD or something like that. It sounds omega complicated and
what I want to know is, like, I guess it's an OBS plugin that lets you filter your audio. But then how does Twitch know?
No idea.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm pretty sure I'm playing some DMCA-able music. But it just mutes my bots. It doesn't actually do it.
Yeah.
No one claims anything.
Oh my god, Cheesy, no!
Oh,
he got the ult off, he got the ult off. The sniper! Kill the sniper, lads! The sniper!
So yeah, the team with the Faceless Void that has easy to set up team fights wins the team fights.
But not because of Void. Because of a panicked Chrono.
You know what? That's what you need. That's the point. Chrono is so easy to hit.
But then run it as a pos 3.
Effort into...
Like, I'm not even kidding.
Exactly.
Run it as a pos 3, and all you're responsible for is a Chrono. You don't have to be able to farm. All you have to be able to do is land a Chrono on a couple of heroes. No one cares if you die. Don't pick pos 1 Void and have
you don't
no
need
money.
It to be pos 1.
Yeah, you don't.
It's perfect as a pos 3.
It's like the best ult in the game. I really believe that. Can't be cancelled. Is absolute BKB piercing bullshit. You just dump it. If your team has fucking damage outside the Chrono, GG. You win that fight. And you only need to catch like one hero sometimes. Like, oh, we just got their carrying Chrono and we won the game. Like, that's it. What is the net worth? Let's have a look. Wendy is third from bottom, so well done, Baron Bacon Bits. A great call from a goon. Wendy's got to be way up there on net worth. Wrong. Way off. Jack, however, struggling. Has level 2 egg, wants to fight. Flute has runs way in here.
They get sniper though. Doesn't matter. They
kill.
can't fight these
Now
lads.
Emu's on Bean. The egg is down. It's being sniped. I don't think it's going to go down quick enough. Flute is in trouble. He's very quick though. The curse on the dragon.
It caught Zoe's ult though.
Emu's dying to illusions.
Emu's dead. Oh no, fast enough.
Cheesy Bacon's turned up! Has Chrono! Cheesy! Go Roche.
That's fucking nothing. I love that Cheesy Bacon, if they do win this game, it will be entirely just in spite of him. His team are like dragging him, kicking and screaming to the finish line.
And it will also be despite the Mask of Madness non-usage. I've yet to see Void use Mask. I'm gonna just watch him.
Oh, he's done it!
Oh my god! I choke on my own words. How?
Bounty.
What's what am I thinking of? Hero level.
Must be stream sniping. Doesn't use it to farm often though, not regular camps, even though this camp would have been dead already. You could go get some more money. Like a Void with Mjolnir Mask? You should be top net worth. I'm confident in saying that. That's a super greedy build.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Oh, the shackle on the wrong
dude.
units. It happens. It does happen. Feeling with this BKB, he's feeling a bit feisty.
Well, now he's used it for naught. We do still have Chrono.
Bean is cutting the waves.
Oh, hello, hello! Oh, Bean.
Bean's cut the waves, yeah.
Get out of there, Bean!
Pretty perfect. So yeah, you know, someone was saying they thought Windrunner would be high net worth. Obviously, that turned out not to be true.
Yeah, I don't know why.
But what Windrunner is very high level. That is the big difference. If you compare her to the supports on the enemy team, 3 levels above them, equal to like most of the heroes on her team, and that's really important for a hero like Windrunner.
Yep. But it would be nice if she had any fucking farm.
Yeah, that's true.
Second bottom. Has Blink,
She's got what she needs,
mana
though.
boots.
Blink, mana boots, and shard.
And the shards. I guess that's enough. Just
Pretty
seems
much
seems like a waste. I mean, I think at this point she can definitely become an extra core. I mean, someone needs to. It ain't going to be Void.
The thing is, though, for a POS5, you don't really need her to become an extra core.
No,
That's not
but
what
it's
you're
just
asking.
like, why not? Is my point. Is like you're winning the game. Get an item. Get something pog. Like if she shackles and blows someone up, I think that's so value.
I think
they're looking here.
Get, like,
Bean could be in trouble.
Yeah, that's a dead man.
Ambitious. So he goes for the TP out.
It's such a late Orchid at this point. There's no point getting it.
No, yeah.
On who?
On the he's going for it now after Vlad's. So
The
he
strength
didn't
of Orchid
even.
is that you get the item before anyone has like.
Right, you get it in like 14-15 minutes when I'm playing POS for Profit. That's about the timing. 14-15 minutes. If you have a reasonable game, you can get it. 16 is late.
It's so odd.
But then
it makes
you
so
can...
much sense for him to just have a Wraith Pact, you know?
Yeah.
That's like a really useful hero.
Yeah.
Someone who can TP in and Wraith
But instead, he's gone for just the Vlad's, and now into Orchid.
So useless.
I mean, you got a BKB on their 2 cores. No BKB on Void, but I mean, you know, they
Maybe you know how last game Kieran was like, Wogan's puck was a real nuisance. We really had to deal with him. Maybe they're like, this face is Wogan. We need to stop him. We need an Orchid desperately to stop this man from owning us.
Maybe.
Little do they realise he's done fucking nothing.
Poor Cheesy. He's cutting the wave again. Bean, you do sprout, then summon.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh my god, Jack, this is a gamble, brother. No Yules means they can't cancel it. They're going. He's got it. He's got out. They lost Flute. Can they fight the rest of them? Here they come.
You. But for what? What's going on here?
An egging has been done. But they're just going to walk away.
Why did that happen?
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know what that was.
I don't know.
Whatever, well, you know, sometimes a Windrunner just wants to fucking die. Whatever. Live your life, I guess. Razor almost got the refresher finished. He will have not much mana, is a slight concern. Ulti's 200, refresher's like 350, isn't it, mana cost?
What is?
It's like
a refresher orb.
On who?
I thought it was 300.
Razor.
Oh,
It's 300.
I think it's 300, yeah.
300. So yeah, he's not going to have much mana in the bank.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Just sell the Quelling Blade. Just fucking sell it. Who gives a shit about 7 extra damage at this point? Or 4 extra damage?
Look, you build up a loving relationship with your Quelling Blade already.
No, I sell the first chance I get.
You don't just chuck out your childhood toys, okay? This was there for you at the beginning. When you had nothing, this Quelling Blade was with you.
If he was holding on, if he's holding on to
value.
it, dude, to get out of profit trees, he should have it equipped. If he's holding on to it just for the fucking sentimental value, sell it. It's like $150.
It also doesn't matter because profit has shard anyway, so it won't get you out of trees.
You need phase
because he has treads instead of phase. Yeah.
Uh oh.
And even then, it doesn't matter.
Oh, in goes our man.
20.
The Razor has linked the wrong target. Jack can't get the egg off.
Oh
The Chrono goes down but catches everyone in it. Jug gets the ult off. Is it going to matter? Random guy tries to get away. Zoe is in very deep. They're going to give Bean the click down. Dan's gone in as well.
Actually, Dan, ball back.
The curse. The Gauze on top of it.
Nothing though.
That's not pretty.
Yeah, the curse was really bad, as it turned out. And now there's trouble for Random Guy too. He's got 4 stuff. He'll be able to get out.
This might kill him.
He'll be really close to death. But...
Whoa! 90
That
health.
was a buyback from Action Dan though. Very useful buyback if they go Roche now. If they do nothing with it, it'll be a bit of a waste.
Farm! Farm the creeps! Farm the creeps! There's no creeps to farm. What should we do? Go find creeps! Wait a minute! Nutkin's walking past it. I'm gonna go farm the triangle creeps! The Roche! Zoe? Yes! Stream snipe.
He does stream snipe impressively often. Good gaming chat.
Look at them all rotate down here to deal with Beam. There's 3 heroes here to rotate with to deal with Beam. Meanwhile, Roche.
I really don't know about this Wyvern build. I don't feel like it plays into Wyvern's strengths.
I was saying earlier when he was going for the BKB, he has no damage at all.
Yeah, no, he does no damage.
Really none. And he's got a Scardy now on top of it. What the fuck?
Like, ideally, you kind of need the Blood God, to be honest.
Yeah.
There's a curse. Look at that curse, dude. Blue has
Actually,
refreshing.
that has no buyback.
Cheesy, what are you doing? Good things. You just knocked the chrono up. 5.
Hit egg!
Get egg. Zoe in trouble now.
This
That's a good heal. We'd love to see that.
Chrono! Cheesy Chrono! Why? What are you saving it for? I don't think Cheesy knows it cancels TPs, I guess.
I think Cheesy maybe didn't know that bash does not happen.
Wait, or Cheesy had used Mask of Madness and was silenced.
No, he used it at the very last second. He had plenty of time.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at that actually, and you're right, yes. No, he didn't. He did not. I thought he did. That was my first thought. Used it at the last second instead of Chrono. Poor.
Maybe just hope for the bash, but I don't know if you can bash BKB units.
The damage doesn't go through, but I believe that the stun does.
In which case, he got pretty unlucky, because he hit her a lot.
So, if you look at time lock, the damage is magical. Piercing spell immunity, yes. So you can still stun people, but you can't do damage.
I think that is maybe fair to at least just try for the bash, because it was a lot of hits to not get a bash.
I mean, they'd already won the fight. They get
it doesn't particularly matter.
But all their lanes are pushed. They don't need to all be here to deal with this. Someone go push lanes out. Get the lanes. Splinter. Click. The Wyvern is the richest in the game. I would like to see a blink on Bommy, maybe? I don't know. I just feel like it's super good on this hero.
I think you either kind of commit to this being more utility thing and go for blink, or go just some damage.
If you sprout and then summon trees, it speeds up your profiteering. Why is he holding back these lads? Yes, send in the boys.
And they go. Cutting waves. What a fucking... Oh, this is aggravating to look at.
It's my favorite thing in the game.
Yeah, this is a beautiful piece of artwork.
This is porn. This is my
8 gold. How are they still only 8 gold? It's just a fucking joke.
Because he makes so many of them. The game is like, it's too hard for your team if they give you money. If they give them more money.
Well, right now it's too hard for the enemy team because they don't give fuck all.
The thing is, Profit is very easily countered.
Oh, got a sniper.
Oh shit.
Big catch.
Uh-oh. Sniper might kill Eggman.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, he's been disarmed in the egg! They get the egg anyway! Oh shit!
Now trouble for Bommy.
Zoe fighting and winning.
Zoe can kill everyone here, I believe.
Oh! Oh! No.
Missed the shackle. Yeah, I don't think Flute's healthy enough to stop her, so... Okay, well, the Wyvern fucked that up, right?
I feel like that was a big old wretched combo of terrible things.
I think... he Winter's Cursed the Phoenix. Sniper was low, got caught in it, and then he tried to kick Sniper even though Sniper was not the target that was hittable. Yeah. So everyone kept trying to hit Sniper, and no one died. But still, when you get a jump on Sniper, you're going to win the fight, no matter what.
Emu has blink and bots. I don't think bots... So here's my problem. If you get the bots... I guess this is to help respond to Profit. That's the only thing I could think you're getting this for. Why do they still have... Surely they have tier 3s. Tier 4s? Come on. Don't be clinging onto a bullwhip at this point.
Who's a bullwhip gamer?
Snap.
Alright.
Flute has spider legs.
I don't know we can really offer much flame on this count, given we're sitting in a call with someone who regularly has a tier 1 item at 50 minutes.
Apologies. But
unless someone points it out.
But this is a mid-wyvern with Grove Bow. I'm just saying, there are other items out there like that. That isn't great.
Agreed. It's a great point in any game though, when I click on Asher and I just see a shovel.
No, I do the same.
7 minutes.
I mean, you play
Dota
for years and years and there's no such thing as neutrals, and then suddenly they come along, what? Sorry, I'm meant to suddenly remember to fucking check my neutrals.
I think a part of it is if you don't play heroes that hit neutral camps often,
it's
like
not
if
in
you're
your
not
brain.
seeing them being picked up,
Right.
like you don't think about them.
tsmunt.flute.clarinet? What's tsmunt?
TSM, but TS month.
What's TSM? Like TSM the team?
The team you just... Yeah, TSM the team.
What does that mean?
Team... What, TSM? Or
no, why is he
TSM?
TS month?
Because it's a professional team's name, and this is his professional name.
That makes
you see, it's a
no
play on
sense.
words because it's TS month.
Doesn't work for me at all. Belgian humor is very, very famously very poor. Name a funny Belgian. Anyone? Exactly. Uh oh. Big wraparound happening here, but they don't have a wyvern. They've caught Flute. He's been silenced. He spidery legs away. In goes Wendy. Gets ulted. Here comes the Dawnbreaker roll. They might get in here with the spin down. They do. Flute is good. Cheesy Baker has trapped them in there. In comes the Gauze. This could be big. Cheesy kills Zoe. Cheesy, you needed to walk. You had it. You needed to time walk off the damage. They're going to get down. They get 4. They lost Cheesy, but Jack's peeing his life away. He's dead. They lost 5.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
So Cheesy just needed to time walk once there, and I think they live. But it happens.
I think I have to offer a massive criticism to Jack. And it hurts me to do because I love Jack dearly. Why the fuck does he not have a shard? Think about how easy it would have been for Jug and Dawnbreaker to live if Phoenix has a shard and is pissing on them during that egg. They survive with like 80% of health. And I think that's been the same for quite a few Chronos. The egg is not scary if Phoenix doesn't have shards to save his team and damage enemies.
Yeah. I don't know why he hasn't got it. He's going for his Shivas. Just get the shard, brother. I think they've just lost.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack. Radiant's middle
Yeah, that's a big fight to lose. I also think this is more like speculative, but I think if Jug goes 40% Blade Dance lifesteal, at least when you get like Chronoed and if you live through it, you'll like Satanic up to full HP in your Slash, which I think it's not something you can be expected to actually do, to be honest. It's just something I've been thinking about a lot recently.
Right, they're giving up 2 lanes here without but holding the buyback. This is a big gamble.
Well, I managed to keep it though.
They do.
So only using the tier 3.
Good back there, I think. That's a good back. This sniper seems to have done absolutely nothing. Like, I really feel like the sniper has not been a factor in this game at all.
Yeah, no. He's had a roughie. It's kind of Jug or nothing at the moment.
Yeah, it's all on Zoe.
Oh my god, look at the net worth. Holy shit, I didn't notice.
Yeah, there's Zoe's
Sniper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He's so far down.
He's done. I don't know if he's been hitting creeps. He's got nothing. I mean,
I think Nutkin has the previous times he's played Sniper played it pos 4.
Yeah.
And that might be why he doesn't really know how to farm.
Yeah, it's easy. You just get a fucking Ags and then you just be annoying from a mile away. Like, this is... You actually need to hit creeps all the fucking time. But this is, like... You gotta use the mask to farm. Like, that's it. Your attack... Oh my god. Nice catch, Emu! Oh, but Flute dead. And the bounce from Zoe. She might get Emu again here, no? The Sprout misses! Bean misses! And there's the Gus, there's a Chrono on the back! On nothing! And the disarm! Oh my god, Cheesy.
Oh, there's a shackle on Zozo though. No, there's a
Look, no, it's done it again!
Oh. Yes. Nice. Kill Jack. There's the refresher from Flute.
Jug buyback. Emu buyback.
Oh no, Nutkin goes down.
Cheesy's in.
Everyone's buying back. Dan misses. The shackle misses. They've got 4 on him now. Random guy is saved. They get him.
So, okay. Well, Cheesy Bacon obviously fucking massive thrower if he dies one more time. But at the same time, it doesn't matter if he's alive or not. He does nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe Emu and Flute's buyback may be the more important for Radiant. They now have at least a chance.
They have to. They can't give up 2 lanes here, can they?
Maybe they have to. I mean, the important thing is they won't get megged. No matter what happens, they can't get megged.
Yep. Oh dear, Jack.
Now you have to buy back. You can't be laying. There we go.
I actually think they should have just let him go dive back to Fountain and wasted their time. Now if they all get out, this is a disaster.
Yeah, that's...
I really don't think they should have walked back there. Like, Jet can escape. They had enough to push out. Oh my god. There's Roche is up, they're gonna go get that. This is looking grim for Radiant.
It's just... We actually pointed out the very first 2 picks, Radiant have no fucking stuns.
Yeah, they really don't.
And it
they
means
actually don't.
When they use buybacks like that, they can't catch anyone.
Where is the catch?
No chase, no catch,
like,
no stuns.
Dawnbreaker's great, don't get me wrong, and can get in there and be a massive pain in the ass and a big team fight disruptor, but she's not like the kind of hero who's going to be able to get an extra kill, stop someone running away, get an extra catch. None of these do. You don't have I mean, you've got Prophet who could get in there, but he has Orchid Wraith Pact. That's not really great catch, is it? He's just going to die. He doesn't have a BKB.
I just want to give a quick shout out to Emu for this ward in their base. That's such a fucking cheeky one to place down.
Yeah, that's nice.
Right next to the Radiant Fountain. He just sees everything. Look at this poor fucking sniper waddling around.
Ashwin playing chess or something, I guess.
He doesn't know. It's just like, you know, peeping on someone when they're doing something very private.
Creep shots.
Yeah, it feels slightly creepy, doesn't it?
Creep shots in their barracks. Disgusting. Should be outlawed. Shard?
They denied the shard.
Did they?
Did they actually?
Did they all have one? Everyone has a shard.
They already all have one, yeah.
You can't...
I thought it was just a boot.
No.
No, I respect it. It would have been, you know, they could have maybe tried to do some negotiating for it. Like, Radiant have to pay a certain amount of gold and they can get the shard for them.
Give us gem, you get shard, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, here we go. The final hold. Buybacks are not looking great for Radiant.
Nope.
None at all, in fact. All being confused. But they have a sniper. Even if it's an underfarmed sniper.
Oh, Emu, nice!
Emu's going in.
My god.
Causing disruption at the back.
They can just take their time, you know? They don't need to be wild about this.
No, they just take their time. Wendy has gone back to push out some trees.
Fucking bean. Probably easier to just get the other waves pushing in. Yeah, that's what the rest of the team is doing.
Well, Cheesy's hitting neutral creeps.
Well, again, I don't count Cheesy as part of the team. Cheesy is just his own entity.
Cheesy doesn't factor in here.
Yeah.
I think this is an abysmal performance from Cheesy.
I mean, he's very farmed though. Like, if anything ever happens in that brain of his, then there's certainly scary things happening for Radiant.
Why does he have an MKB? There's no evasion on the enemy team.
I don't know. I don't know. Plague? I don't know.
Well, smoke.
Oh shit! Flute just mashed refresher for no reason!
What is happening here? And now...
Oh
my god,
it's the chrono!
One!
Flute dead, no buyback.
Oh my god, there's the fucking egg as well, they can't deal with it. Cheesy. No, Cheesy, run.
Oh.
The heal might be...
He spat the Wendy away! Cheesy's come back in!
Cheesy's come back in!
Cheesy's dead, no buyback.
Oh my god, they haven't actually lost. We're not having another one, are we?
Oh my god, what was that combination of spells?
Are they going to catch Bommy?
Why does Bommy have a Revenant's Brooch?
He doesn't have an E-Blade! Bommy! Bommy!
No, I don't think anyone has Ghost Scepters either, so it doesn't make any sense.
Oh my god!
Bommy!
I don't know what this is.
Well,
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Do you know what? Do you know what I sense?
Dire's middle tower
I sense a
has fallen.
KBJ. Does anyone taste it?
yeah.
Anyone's feeling it? This Faceless Void he's approaching it.
Dire's structures are fortified.
He's definitely getting there. Oh my god, the Giga Goop! Oh no.
Problem is Zoe doesn't have
Oh,
MKB. She
nice.
can't really hurt this Wendy.
Get a healing
Oh
one,
my
lads.
god, has
Nice.
Bommy just killed him?
No.
Bommy
Random
run.
guy will
Oh,
spin
Bommy
into
sucks.
safety.
Bommy, use BKB.
The
Yes,
curse
Bommy.
kills Bean.
That's good.
In comes Dawn.
Dire's
They
middle
got
tower
20 seconds before Razor.
They can't do throne. It has
Good
to be rounds.
shackle.
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
Oh my god, that's
Shit,
so
she's dead
important.
for 2.
Radiant's middle tower
They
is under
should be able
attack.
to get. Oh, I don't know. Oh boys, this is risky.
Go.
25 and Wyvern will slow that down a bit. If Wyvern dies here, game is immediately over. He has to play safe.
Yep. There's another healing ward.
Healing ward is
if I can
down.
get it.
Dire's middle
Throne
tower
exposed.
Fluke cancelled his ult. The egg goes
Right.
down.
Oh my god, they're gonna do it!
They're gonna get him. My god, they're all gonna die. That's it.
it's over.
They killed them all. It's all on Void. Has Chronosphere. Has 2 seconds. Here it comes. He didn't get the chunk. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, it is a cheesy LVP. I
It's a
guess the debate
KBJ.
between LVP and KBJ.
Okay, let's break this down. Where to begin? I mean, MVP Zoe, surely.
MVP Zoe has to be.
Yeah.
That was such a good performance.
Like, actually carried her team. Like, actually carried the team. And despite everything, despite Nutkin doing fuck all, like, this Jug could kill half their team, and the rest of the team could at least do something. Bean keeping the waves pushed out, cutting waves and stuff, great. Jack, a couple of nice eggs. Action Dan went in and did things. But all of this was on Zoe. Absolutely. Even just 9-6-18, the kills seemed super, super important and vital. She lived in some vital fights and got her ult off on the right heroes. And I think Zoe absolutely MVP this game. I want to say I thought Emu did well.
I would like to on Emu. He was
I think on for
all
Emu.
of the action on Team PauseFish.
Yeah, set stuff up,
Emu.
some nice blink
That's a windy
shackles,
bias right there.
and from Pos 5 as well. So I think
course.
did well. The KBJ award. Now, I can't think of anyone more deserving of this award than Cheesy Bacon for this Void performance, which was, I'm going to use the word excremental. It was so poor, that I think the KBJ award has to go to Cheesy.
If you scroll your eyes along to the damage dealt section, it
Let's have a
really
little look here.
sums up Void's
I'm
impact in
scrolling
this
very
game.
slowly, very
Hang on.
slowly. Oh!
It's so bad.
Oh my god.
Oh god. Oh god.
I don't think you could argue that he doesn't deserve the KBJ.
KBJ, for anyone who's not familiar, Kyle Butters Jr., who is an in-house veteran, played so poorly in one particular game, as I believe it was Disruptor, lads. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did
was a
so
Disruptor,
poorly
yeah.
against the Techies in that game. So many remarkably bad plays that we invented a new category of award below LVP. That is the KBJ.
We've given out 2 thus far. This
So
could
far,
be the
KBJ
third.
got 1. I can't remember who got the other one.
It was Paragon
It was, yes,
Paragon.
Paragon.
on Medusa.
On Medusa, I'm saying Cheesy Bacon is the
I
third
think,
recipient.
I think we have our third inductee into
Yeah.
the.
Cheesy Bacon.
I'm
Team
so
order.
proud. What
Yeah,
a
no, it's
moment.
Incredible,
It's
really.
such an exclusive club.
When Ted said, "I can't think of anyone who deserves this award more," it sounded exactly like someone getting a positive award.
Acceptance speech.
I mean, it's got to be. It's got to be a KBJ level award. Just everything about this performance was abysmal. So yeah. I also want to give a shout out to Bommy for. I swear he ruined a lot of fights with Wyvern Owlbear. I swear
he did
to
fuck
God.
up a lot of times.
Cheesy only has 200 games.
Okay. I also want to give a shout out to
gosh.
Flute, who seemingly at the start of every fight would mash refresher. Like, the fight starts and he refreshes.
I thought Flute did quite well, to be honest.
That's okay, yes,
Yeah.
but he literally opened most fights by using refresher. Before anything.
I think it was only one or two
I
times.
did it like 3 times, I'm pretty sure. The fight starts, he instantly refreshes. And I'm just wondering where that came from. Whether that was on the wrong button or something, or panic, I don't know. But I definitely didn't feel like it was BKB static link run around, refresher, static link, BKB run around. It felt to me like he just literally, the fight started and he just mashed refresher. At least twice. Which is pretty poor, but again, not worthy of an LVP because, of course, he did drag his team to this stage. He went 14 and 27. He did die more than anyone on his team, but I guess that's just the way it goes. He didn't get a Yules or anything, so if Zoe went on him, he just kind of died. In fact, no one got a Ghost Scepter or Yules on the Dire team.
Which makes it so much stranger that a Revenant's Brooch.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
It may have to be a diss-on for Bommy B.
Oh, it has to be diss-on.
Honestly.
I think it is. I don't know who told him to get those items, where he got them from. If he was just picking them out of a hat, I don't even think you could get that bad if you were picking them out of a hat.
Flute, if you ult and then refresh and ult, do you have 2 Razor ults running at the same time?
You have 2 clouds. Yeah, it's pretty sick.
So I think the thing is, Flute, that the main reason is so that you have double BKB and double tether. Like, I think that's kind of a big part of it. Because if you're dying, there's not really much point you having 2 ults. If you die in 5 seconds, like if you'd got a Yules, instead of this satanic, I feel like you wouldn't have died to Zoe so often. And it felt like she killed you guys a lot. It felt like if she'd got the jump, like you're running in solo, so she ults you. And when she does it, she kills you, and all of this stuff is for nothing. Like that, it felt like that.
I feel bad about this KBJ award, D.
No.
Cheesy Bacon has 6 games on Void. He has 250 games total.
Here's a
he
thought.
Has a 16% win rate.
Here's a thought, Cheesy. Don't go carry Void then. You're gonna fucking lose. Just saying.
It's you can't
looking
at
his Void games. He played 3 years ago, 1 2 years ago, 1 year ago, and 1 just now.
Okay. Again, I'm gonna say it again. Don't play carry Void then in the in-houses. Just say, lads, I could play carry, but I barely played. I have 200 games, and you're up against someone who has played a lot of Dota and has played a decent amount of Jug. Just don't. Just don't. Someone else go carry. Someone else go carry. Someone else, please. No, don't make me play carry.
Think about it this way: what a start to his in-house career. Steps in for his first game ever.
You know,
straight into a KBJ. He'll get an LVP next week, and then he'll be in a few weeks' time. He'll be flying.
Yeah, Snook.
He's the new Wogan.
Snook, what were we saying earlier about encouraging people to play new roles so they can learn more about the game? All I'm saying is, if you're going to do that, you need to play in a game where they also have a dog shit carry. You have to. Otherwise, you're just losing the game. I don't think you're learning anything. I really don't. And also, I'm saying, do that in your pub games. Don't brag it. Don't drag it here. Although it was very entertaining. I love it. Keep doing it.
I believe in the cheesy bacon hype. All right, I'm all aboard cheesy bacon team.
Cheesy's the future. Cheesy is a bit.
He's going to be rising through the ranks in no time.
I mean,
for now, it was a KBJ.
Here's the thing, Plague. The line has 501 commends and 122 wins. So that's almost his entire team commending him every time he wins. Obviously, Cheesy Bacon with a classic reference as an avatar is definitely worthy of greatness. But will they get there? That's the question. Will they get there? I don't know. All I'm saying is that's a KBJ award for this week. Maybe next week you'll get an LVP. Good luck. Lads, a pleasure, as ever. Those were some crackers this week, honestly. Second and third game in particular was brilliant.
Easy Bacon just enters chat now. He does not know
Heyo!
Don't look at this. Don't watch the VOD back, Cheesy Bacon.
Cheesy.
Just take that happy heyo and live with it.
Just that's it. Exactly. That's what we said. We said great performance from Cheesy and a great week of Dotes. And we'll see you guys next week. Lads, cheers. Thank you so much. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace out.
Bye.
And I'll see you guys tomorrow as well. We'll finish off the quarry, then we'll play some Dotes. Maybe we'll get Cheesy Bacon in for some games. I'll see you guys then. Peace out.